The countdown music was different. Huh. I thought I controlled that. Okay, whatever. Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Teacup for One Oscar Movie Marathon season finale. My name is Matt, and I have 2 degrees. It is the prediction show, a long-standing favorite here on the channel where we get together and just predict what we think is going to win at this year's Oscars, whether we've seen the movies or not. Usually, I'm a lot better prepared for this show. I often make a point of trying to see as many of the best picture nominees as possible. I believe last year I made it to all 10. Usually I get to like 8 or 9. This year I saw 7. Not ideal, but also this is the thing. I don't find this year's lineup that exciting. Like, of the movies that I saw, it didn't make me want to seek out the rest of them. So, for the first time doing our Oscars prediction show, I'm just going to be kind of going off of vibes, completely uninformed. Like, I didn't even see any Oscar shorts this year. Usually I try to see some of those. So, like, yeah, it's all about, for me, my votes, they're all about the vibes. Do I like the title? We'll see. Anyway, let's bring in our guests for this evening. We've got a good, wonderful lineup. Look, everyone, it's Ben.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. How very nice to meet you. I'd like to know about Oscar nominations.
I see.
Dune to Wicked, Wicked to Dune, the Brutalist from Conclave to Honora. How's it going, Matt?
It's going so much better now that happened. I
pulled the Billy Crystal. I threw a song in there to kick things off. He used to do that. Do the songs about the movies, right? So
he did.
Let's bring that energy to Teacup for One.
Hugh Jackman's big production number that one year.
That's a classic. That 2000.
About the Reader.
Oh, that you're speaking my language. That was like one of the best. I thought he did such a great job hosting, and I'm shocked that he hasn't done it since 2009 or whatever year that was.
I want them to bring back Anne Hathaway and James Franco.
Personally. Give it another shot. He's canceled. I feel like her stock has gone up over the years. Like, people were inexplicably harsh about Anne Hathaway for a long time, and I think now we can, we've come to appreciate her the way that we should. She's very talented.
I've always loved her. I never understood the Anne Hathaway hate.
Personally. I don't get it, Matt. I don't get it.
No, I'm glad you're with me there. Who are you calling for justice for?
Laszlo Toth. He's the Brutalist. I want to talk about the Brutalist a little because I don't know if anyone else saw. I know Anna saw it. I don't know if anyone else in our Teacup group has seen it, but it's worth chatting about a little bit tonight, I think. So
I can say I did not, but we'll get there. All right, let's bring in our next guest. It's Jeanette, everybody.
Hello.
Did you end up seeing The Brutalist?
No, it's still like I still haven't been able to commit both the time and the money at the same time, in my opinion. Like, I'm like, okay, right now, no. Yeah. So I did start Nosferatu, didn't finish it yet. I got in a documentary, a full-length documentary. I got in a live-action short.
Nice.
So I did get in some extra viewing outside of like our designated films that I was able to. I still didn't get around to Alien though. I know they're only nominated for one thing, but that was a really important movie for me. I still haven't gotten to sit down and watch it, but I still want to watch The Brutalist before the actual Oscars. So I think I think that will happen.
What I want to say,
I have to.
Don't be afraid of that. I know 3.5 hours is a tall order, but you get that 15-minute intermission.
Is it only 3.5? I thought it was a solid 4. Is it not 4?
It's 3 hours and 15 minutes now that it's at. You can watch it at home, and they made the intermission 1 minute. But I'll tell you, it's very well paced, even though it's very long. It doesn't feel slow.
It's not brutal.
If I can do this, I can do that. So I'm just saying.
Jeanette, how did you like the new theme music coming in? I thought it was nice.
Your music? Yes. Our theme song?
No, the intro music on the countdown was different.
I didn't hear any music.
It's
on my end.
Yeah, no, I didn't like it. Anyway, speaking of different, look, it's Alex, everybody.
Oh, different. Yes, look at this. World Traveler Alex.
Yes, justice for you aren't the best, but here's an award anyways. Anyways is not a word. But that's fine.
Do you know what I mean when I say it?
Should I be a justice? I don't have a justice.
Are you going to explain, or should we just figure it out as the night goes on. All right, and
That's
here's
supposed to
Anna,
be-
everybody.
Hello.
What did Daniel Craig do?
He gave the best performance of the year, and he's not going to win.
In what?
Ooh,
Is he
what was
nominated?
Yeah, but he's not going to win.
I don't think he's nominated, Anna. I think they left. They snubbed
they?
him.
They
snubbed him.
Yeah, wait, what was he in? What was
nominated
he
at
in?
the SAGs. He was nominated at the SAGs.
Mm.
That's what confused me.
What was he in? I didn't hear.
Queer. It's so good.
That's a
have
movie?
not
I thought
seen
that was a
it. Oh my
TV
God.
show.
No, I don't know.
It's
the
a movie
TV
by
show.
Luca Guadagnino.
That's Queer
who did
Eye.
Challengers, like in the same year. He had 2 movies.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. Luca killed it this
Interesting.
year.
Is Queer a Best Picture nominee? No.
No,
I don't think queer is.
think any
I don't think queer- I
nominees.
don't think
It's
there's
not
any
nominated
queer
for
representation.
anything.
I don't
I
think anything.
literally-
Yeah,
Justice for Daniel
Tragic.
Craig.
Wow.
Anyway, oh yeah, let's see
Yeah,
what we have in the
always.
chat. I jumped ahead. The cats are here. Eliza will be watching. She only liked Wicked. That's on brand for Eliza. Sabrina, the other cat. Sabrina did watch a lot of the movies, although again, she's a black cat. She's gonna, opt for the witch movie, so it makes sense. Also, I trained them. And my mom, yes, she enjoyed Wicked, but doesn't think it will win many awards. Sadly, I'm with you, but we'll get there. And Yoda's here.
Hey.
Yoda for Mark. Always a good time. Always a good time. All right. So I have the ballot sheet all printed out right there. Actually, I didn't really do an opening question, but my opening question is how many of the Best Picture nominees did everyone get a chance to see this year around? Like, is everyone else as proudly ignorant as I am going into this Oscar ballot? Ben, let's start with you.
I saw a 9 out of 10. I still want to see. I actually really want to see the 10th one, which is I'm Still Here, which is the Brazilian film, which I think has an Best International Feature nomination also. But that's the one that I haven't seen yet. It's actually been like really weirdly packed at almost every screening when I look at the seating chart in Toronto. Like people are thirsty for I'm Still Here. They really want to see it.
we probably would have seen it today had I not fallen on ice.
No.
Yeah, and it fell on
Yeah.
ice.
No.
Oh my
I'm,
goodness.
I'm on rest for a little bit. So
Mhm.
otherwise, we probably would have tried to go today.
Whoa. Doing something fun or just walking?
Going to get a bagel. So
Okay, well,
Not
well,
bad.
kind
Did
of.
you
Yeah,
get the
I didn't know you
bagel?
were skating or like.
I did get the
you know.
bagel.
Thank God. What kind? What kind? I'm in a bagel phase right now.
Everything with plain cream cheese and cucumbers, which is very basic but very reliable.
No, that
No,
sounds
that's like a
great.
little cucumber sandwich from High Tea.
Yeah, you get a little freshness in there. It's very good.
I want that.
Nice.
I want that. I found out that there's like an artisan 24-hour bagel place, like a 10-minute drive away from where I live. And I haven't taken advantage of that yet, but I might. if they can
24-hour
do-
bagels.
Yeah, Kettleman's. There's a Kettleman's in Etobicoke, and it's very close to me. In 24 hours, it's so hard to find 24-hour places.
Get a
there.
bagel at
Ooh.
3 a.m.
I could.
Sounds
Do you think if you
delicious.
go, okay, here's my question. If you go get a bagel at 3 a.m., is it like just made super fresh or is it like very end of day? Where does each day's bagel preparation
That's a
start?
good question. If it's I want to believe that they're just constantly making bagels. The one time I went,
Yeah.
it was like 3 o'clock in the afternoon, but they were firing up a
Okay.
ton of bagels.
probably
so
always
maybe
fresh.
always
That
fresh.
rules.
Hmm.
Yeah. I want
What's
bagels.
everyone's favorite bagel? That could be the question.
I'm in a.
And it-
This would have been a great question during the Everything Everywhere All at Once year.
Oh yeah.
That's-
The universe of
True.
the bagel.
True. I feel like we didn't have very many people on that show. I'm trying to remember who was there. It was a good one though. I love that movie. But anyway, my right now I'm in a blueberry bagel place, specifically Kettleman's, because the
Sweet
blueberries are
bagel.
moist. There's a pop to them. Anyway, Jeanette, how many movies
Uh,
did you see?
My favorite bagel right now is a jalapeno bagel, and I have seen there's 10, and I have not seen 4 of them, so that means I've seen 6 of them.
6.
Yeah. So, and I'm quite happy with the ones I've seen. The one that I want to see the most that I haven't seen is The Brutalist. The one that I really don't want to see is A Complete Unknown because I don't know. I'm just not excited about Bob Dylan. I'm not excited about this performance.
That movie.
I'm very Chalamet out. I'm at like the Shala climax.
Shallow limit.
Shallow limit.
I'm on a yeah. I'm done with this. I need a break from the Chalamet for a
I feel
little
like
while.
is there an opportunity to put Timothy Chalamet's name into that song from Star is Born? Shallow. I can't remember how that song.
Yeah, we are deep in the Chalamets right now.
Yes, that's it,
There's
yeah.
so many.
I'm
I'm just
in
like,
the
get them away
deep
from me.
end, Timmy
There's
is
what? I mean, we've
too-
had 3 Timothy Chalamet movies that I can think of in like just the past few months, because there was a Willy Wonka, right? Wasn't
Oh, that was
this
a year
past
ago.
holoday? That was a year
That was
ago?
well
Oh,
over a
God.
year ago.
It's all a blur. It's all a blur. There's been many, but he has 2 films nominated. So Jesus, where
Yeah.
are we at? Anyway, yeah,
Much fun.
I've seen 6 of them.
Nice. Alex, how informed are you for this season?
Yeah, I'm with Jeanette. Just the ones that we did on the show, I believe, for Best Picture anyway,
Nice.
and probably for everything.
Probably for everything. Yeah. I mean, well, did you see Inside Out 2?
No,
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
unfortunate for you. It was
Yeah.
great.
I didn't see Inside Out 1, so I would never.
What?
See Inside Out 2. Yeah,
But
Is that why you're so out of touch with your feelings? Alex?
yeah, then how that
could be, could be
how are you to understand how emotions work?
the old-fashioned way, I
He'll,
guess.
he'll never understand.
He'll never know who his friend is who likes to play. It's
And
being-
back in the old days, we didn't understand how emotions work. We just kept our head down.
I had to wait for Pixar
focus
to
on-
explain it to us.
exactly. What a shame. Anyway, Anna, how many have you seen? I can't remember.
Oh wait, I'm gonna also answer Anna's question before we move on.
Oh,
Out of respect and also
course.
to jump on this bandwagon.
Bagel.
My favorite bagel, I believe, remains a like cinnamon raisin toast bagel from Tim Hortons, which I don't think they even have that one anymore. Like not a cinnamon raisin bagel, but they had like a maple like cinnamon toast
Of course it
bagel
was.
back in the day with the herb and garlic cream cheese. That's my
Alex,
say
if your
urban
favorite
garlic cream
bagel is
cheese
from
on a
Tim Hortons, you got to live more.
Did you just
Uh,
put savory cream cheese
yes,
on a
he
sweet
did.
bagel?
He did.
Yes, on a very sweet bagel and a very savory cream cheese. I'm a big fan of the
Oh.
salt and sweet,
Yeah.
or sweet and sour, etc.
It's my bad taste.
Yeah, I classify that as one of those things that like don't knock it till you try it, but I would never try that. So I reserve my right to not knock it. There we go. Anna, how many movies did you see?
Same as Ben. I've seen 9. Haven't seen I'm Still Here. Would like to watch it. It is not the movie's fault that I haven't seen it.
All right. It's the bagel's fault. It's the bagel's fault.
It might be.
Speaking of bagels, it's Vince.
Yeah, the bagel. I won the bagel eating championship of 2013, I think.
Really? Where?
Wow.
Yeah, it was at Bathurst and Lawrence. It was awesome.
Wait, so this is a real fact? You're not just like ripping
No,
off-
no. It's
How
not
many
real at all.
bagels?
Oh,
I
I
That's so
believe you.
excited.
That would have been
No,
so
it's-
great though if you had.
Oh, that would have been. I tried to go with it, but I don't think I could improv bagels too much longer than that.
Oh, you
How's
can
it
improv
going,
bagels.
everyone?
Yeah.
Great.
It's going. I wish
It's
you had
going.
had won that championship, but here we
I
are.
do too. I do
Next
too.
time.
We can just get together and eat a lot of bagels and let you eat the most. And then
Yeah,
I don't know if I could do
no,
that.
No, I want
that's
some
your
real
life.
competition.
Honor demands.
So here, are we here to talk about bagels, or are we here to talk about the Oscars?
Yeah.
a little bit of all of it. Bit of all
Yeah.
of it, Vince. Before we dive in, Vince, how many of the best picture nominees have you seen? How informed are you going into this evening?
Oh, I've seen The Substance. I've
Good.
seen Honora. I've seen Civil War should have been nominated for something. I watched that.
Was
Sound.
it not? I was like, was that in this year? Right? It was in.
Yeah,
This year.
yeah, that was within the past year.
I would agree
saw-
with you, Vince. I don't know if
I-
anybody else would, but I would.
I
Most
appreciate that.
prophetic film. Most prophetic film.
Oh, don't say that. Don't say
Hey,
that.
at the very least, we can agree on best sound for at least a nomination for Civil War. Lee was great. Lee should have been nominated too. Highly recommend Lee. But I watched Dune 2,
Good.
and I think that might be it.
Amelia Perez, Wicked? No.
Oh, I saw 15 minutes of Amelia Perez, and
Nice.
we got distracted and watched something else. But
you got distracted by the choice to put on something else.
well, we were checking
That
our
can happen with
phones,
Amelia
and then we
Perez.
got distracted. You know, it's. I saw Wicked, the staged performance last year. So you know what? I've got
Story wise,
movie's
you're
gotta-
prepared. It's okay.
story-wise, the movie's got to be great because I didn't enjoy the second act so much.
See, you're on board. Okay.
All right.
Oh.
All right. Well, here we go. What do I want to start with? You know, we've talked about sound. Let's start with sound. Sound.
Yay.
Why not? It's like the most important. Well, it's not that important. It's the most underappreciated category. So let's get it out of the way first. Here we go. So our nominees for sound this year are A Complete Unknown, Dune Part 2, Amelia Perez, Wicked, and Wild Robot. I'll go first. I'm going to say Wicked, even though I don't think it'll actually win. But as we discussed previously on the channel, I think there's merit to the sound production with seemingly a combination of pre-recorded and live on-set singing, and it sounded pretty decent. Plus, probably other stuff that they did. I don't understand sound. They didn't let me take that course at York. They made me take a writing course instead, and that went nowhere. So anyway, Ben.
Matt, you didn't get to study sound with Steve Sangadolce or Steve
did, I
Monroe
did.
or any of the Steves at York?
I did intro to sound with Steve Sangadolce, as I think we all did, but then I guess he didn't want me in his class for part 2, like the real sound.
Well, his loss. Speaking of part 2, I think it's going to be Dune part 2 taking the sound Oscar. I just feel like the Academy's going to play a little safe with the tech categories this year, and I'm sure they gave Dune 1 best sound, and you know, they love the sound of that worm in the sand. They love the sounds of the you know, the Fremens and the Chris Knifes and all the Dune lingo that's there. They love all that stuff. So best sound, Dune.
Dude,
Dune.
love it. Jeanette, what are you thinking?
To back up Ben, I think it's going to go to Dune 2, even though there are 3 music-oriented films in this category, which makes me it made me stop for a second and be like, okay, do I really feel this way? But I feel like it's always sci-fi. If there's a sci-fi movie, they're like, sure. And I don't know why Alien didn't get nominated. It got nominated for Best Visual Effects. I'll find out when I watch it, I guess, because I'm confused why Wild Robot got thrown in and not Alien. But
Apparently, Wild Robot's amazing, which I haven't seen it, so I don't know, but sci-fi too.
It's not on my radar right now. She's aged out. It's off my radar. So I'm like, maybe I'll watch it now.
Maybe. Alex?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's bandwagon it up. You know, sign me up.
Dune?
Yeah, take me to church.
All right.
You know,
Church of
Can you
Sandworms.
sing us a little? No.
I'll worship at the like a dog.
That was like the
shrine.
lounge
Okay.
version.
Yeah.
Take me to church. Hey.
I don't actually know. I don't know that song. When it first came out, I thought everyone was losing their minds over "Get Me to the Church on Time" from My Fair Lady, and I was really excited because I thought people got on board with My Fair Lady, but they didn't. Anyway, Anna, who are you picking?
I could see it being Dune, but I said A Complete Unknown, just because I think people are gonna see like music, the live performances. I don't know. Maybe who knows? Why not?
That was the one I kept flip-flopping between. I was like, I don't know. They like it with those like the ones that are like the real raw music movies.
Mhm.
They love it with that.
I could be wrong, and I think they might have synthesized Timmy and Bob Dylan's voice or something. When you when you watch the movie, like it sounds like they like fused.
They like modulated them together.
Yeah, that's
That would
what it
be-
sounds
Oh,
like.
did you know his SNL performance? His
Yeah.
SNL episode was him
doing Dylan.
Oh,
Yeah.
I know.
Oh, that was
Oh,
the audacity, the wild audacity. I was just
It was-
like, get out of here. I don't know.
I don't have the energy to discuss the waste
was
of my time
weird.
that
It was
evening was
weird.
that Saturday night was. Vince, who are you picking for sound?
I'm going down with the Dune 2 ship. Let's do it.
All right. All right. And let's find out who Lisa's picking for sound.
Hi, Lisa.
Hey!
Hi everyone. I miss you all so much.
Oh,
Oh my
It's
gosh.
been
So
Happy
glad
New
you-
Year.
decades.
Happy New Year. I know it's been a whole no, it hasn't been a whole year, but it feels like it.
Been a
Oh
whole,
my goodness.
we've
What
had
are
a
we
year changeover. So yeah.
Yes, yes. What are we talking about? Sound?
Sound.
Oh gosh, I need to look up the nominations.
Yeah.
I'm
Oh, yeah.
so
So we've got
sorry.
Complete Unknown,
Okay.
Dune 2, Amelia Perez, Wicked, and Wild Robot.
Wicked.
Yes.
Wicked.
A
Wicked.
nom for
Easy choice.
Matt, you said Perez beautifully. You like rolled the R on it. It was really
Yeah,
nice.
that was great.
That's more than
Beautiful,
Ramsey
but-
deserves.
I was
Lisa,
trying-
we also need to know what your favorite bagel is.
Yes.
Oh, I will say my favorite bagel is like a jalapeno cheddar bagel.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh,
With
I
some
said
strawberry jam.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Yes, I love a jalapeno cheddar. I usually end up just doing like an everything and then getting poppy seeds all over my teeth. But it's fine.
That's the way to do it.
It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
Nice. All right, next up. Let's do. No, let's jump to a feature. Let's do best animated feature film. It's early, but let's go for it. So our options here. We have The Wild Robot, Wallace and Gromit, Vengeance Most Foul, foul like birds. I didn't even know that was a movie. Memoir of a Snail, didn't know that was a movie either. Inside Out 2, or Flow. I think it's going to be Wild Robot, but I'm voting with Chaos this year and also with my heart. I can't not pick the movie that's just a cat. So I'm picking Flow because it's the
Flo
cat.
won at the Globes.
Did it? Good.
Yeah.
Give all the awards to all the cat movies. That's what I have to say. And apparently it's actually a really good movie. I haven't seen it, but I've heard good things. I've heard that it flows. Yeah. Yeah. Vince, who's your animated feature pick?
You know what? You never hear about Wallace and Gromit anymore. Back in the 1900s, they were big as hell.
That's
Everyone
right. You
always
tell them about Chicken Run
at
and all
the
that
beginning
madness.
of every VHS tape for kids, you would see a Wallace and Gromit commercial.
Yep.
So
Shaun the Sheep. Hello.
yeah, exactly. I'm bringing it back. I'm going with Wallace and Gromit. Let's do it.
Nice. Done. Anna, who's your animated pick?
I haven't seen any of these. I really want to see Wallace and Gromit, but I'm going to say Flow, which I want to see, but also can't watch because I can't handle animals in peril.
Wait, what? The Cat's in Peril?
Yeah, what?
I mean, I don't know. I haven't seen it, but it seems like
Anytime
it's
there's an
amazing.
animal, it stands to reason that they're
Yeah.
going to be in peril for
It's
the
a
story,
post-human
correct? Yeah.
society. We can presume, and it's called flow because there's a lot of water and the world's kind of flooding, and the cat, it's got to try to survive, but it might meet some other animals along the way.
Oh,
But it
I thought
is
it was like a
There's a
water
capybara?
spirit cat from the visual I saw. I was like, oh, it's like a
yeah.
I don't know.
Well, I can't change my vote because this is in pen, so it's okay. Alex, your animated feature.
I mean, you guys are driving a hard bargain with this whole Flow situation. I mean, I was all prepared to vote for The Wild Robot because I feel like, we're due for. I have no idea what it's about, but I just imagine it's the spiritual successor to WALL-E.
Myself, but
yeah, that works too.
It's more like Iron Giant-y, I think. Maybe.
I have no idea. To Flow or to Wild? To Flow or to Wild? Yeah, I'll you know what? Yeah, let's do a little bit of a mix up. Let's do it with the Wild Robot.
Okay. Jeanette.
I mean, I have to go with Inside Out too. Inside Out's amazing. I love it.
Yeah, I would give it to Inside Out 2 just for Pouchy. Did anyone see Inside Out 2? Outside of me? Ben, did you love Pouchy? I love Pouchy.
I can't remember who Pouchy is.
Pouchy is the preschooler cartoon Pouch that has a ball inside of him.
I forgot
Looks oddly like Dora the Explorer. And
right,
like
yeah. That was
funny.
That was funny. That was a good time.
Pouchy. I love Pouchy. Ben, do you love Pouchy enough to make Inside Out 2?
I wish I did, Matt. My heart is going to go with Flow only because the guy that made it has been campaigning it really hard. He's really out there. He's putting all these behind the scenes videos out. It's fascinating if you watch Flow because it was made by a crew of 10 people for low budget. And they used real animal sounds throughout the whole movie. So they had one cat actor that all the meows and the sounds are all from that real cat.
That's really cool.
And they did the same with the
Hire
dog.
cats for cat roles, man.
Yes. And there's a capybara in the movie, and they tried using a really real capybara's voice, but it sounded so stupid that they were like, we can't do this. And they showed footage of what it originally sounded like, and it was just like, "Ah," and it like didn't work.
They
used a baby camel instead for the capybara. It was also one of the last movies I watched with the beloved Abigail Kitt, who used to guest on this very show. And mwah, this is for you, Abby. Flow, best animated feature.
Yes, I love that. Oh, you make me feel better about Flo potentially winning, even if there's an animal in peril. Good now. Lisa, what's your pick?
Oh, this is so difficult. I want to go with Wallace and Gromit, but I think
it won the BAFTA.
Yeah, but Flo won the Golden Globe, right?
Yeah, like surprise that Wallace and Gromit won the BAFTA. But
I know, and you
The
know what?
most
I'm
British movie.
I'm also like just such a sucker for animated robot movies. So this is so tough. You know what? I'm gonna put me down for Flo.
Flo? Right.
Yeah.
Go with the flow.
Go with
Flo.
Love it. All right. Okay. See, I thought I would be the odd Matt out with Flo, and here we are. Majority voting for the cat movie. Next, we have. What do I want to do? Documentary short feature. Short feature. That feels okay. Well, whatever. Our options are Death by Numbers, I Am Ready Warden, Incident, Instruments of a Beating Heart, or The Only Girl in the Orchestra. Did anyone see any of these movies?
I did.
Which ones?
I tried to find many of them. There was one more that was available to me that I didn't get to, but I did see The Only Girl in the Orchestra. It's on Netflix. So if you have Netflix, it's easily accessible. They actually have a whole Oscar nomination category. So I saw almost everything in that category. This one was very good. I needed a non-true crime oriented documentary to watch. Like I really had not, even the documentary I watched for this viewing, the full-length documentary, was a true crime documentary. So like this was lovely to watch something that was just about a person accomplishing something, and it's literally about her being humble and being like, why are you making this film about me? So I mean, I thoroughly enjoyed my viewing, and so I'll give my vote to that because I loved it. I gave it a green dot, my little green dot, red dot, black dot system, and that got a green dot.
Nice. Did anyone else see any of these movies? All right, we're going off of vibes. Ben, which documentary short are you vibing with?
Yeah, I'm vibing with what Jeanette is putting down here. It sounds great. It's very accessible, so I'm sure a lot of people are seeing it. I don't know how much that impacts nominations and voting, but it sounds good to me. Only Girl in the Orchestra. Put me down for that one.
I will say it also has ties to an Oscar movie from last year, Maestro, right? Leonard Bernstein. The woman who is the focus of the film was the only female musician in the New York Philharmonic Orchestra under Leonard Bernstein, and for years, like not just, but she worked under him. So.
Wow.
Or with him, rather.
No idea. That's fascinating. I'll have to check it out.
It's very good.
My instinct said Death by Numbers, but you're selling me on this. I'm gonna join The Only Girl in the Orchestra. There we go. Lisa, who are you picking?
Only Girl in the Orchestra. I love to support the women. I'm not
Apparently the orchestra doesn't.
Listen. I'm not saying the other shorts don't highlight women in positive lights. I have no idea, but it's in the title. So
this is one of the only positively themed ones of these. Like I said, like I did go through these and I chose this one because I needed something positive to watch. So I was like, oh yes, wonderful.
Are all the other ones crime related documentaries?
I don't know about crime. So if I'm correct, Incident is I Am Ready Warden is, Death by Numbers is, and Instruments of a Beating Heart, I think, is sad, but not like crime.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm here for like giving an award to optimism. I think we get further away from that with Oscars as time goes on.
Yes.
Yeah. Vince, who are you voting for?
Well, what's that one you said about the warden?
I am ready, warden.
I am ready, warden. Well, you know, in the original Pokemon Red and Blue, after you defeat Koga at Fuchsia City, you hit a wall. You need to travel across water. And to do that, you have to go to the Safari Zone, where you visit the Game Warden, who gives you Hidden Machine number 3. You can teach your Pokemon how to surf, and you can glide across the water. I'm going with Warden. I didn't do it, Warden. Let's do it.
Done. Anna.
Yeah, I'm going with only girl in the orchestra.
Only murders in the building.
Yeah.
Only girl murders in the orchestra.
Yeah.
Oh,
That would be a great show. Girl murders in the orchestra?
no. Don't murder them. Murder the others. Then we get more girls in the orchestra.
Does anyone else award short documentary? Like, can we even? I don't even know if there's like a reference anywhere
don't
for
think so.
this. I
Although,
don't think so.
Are you asking if there are another?
Not like
if
the
there are other
Globes
award
or
Like
shows?
other award,
SAG
Critics'
or-
Choice, BAFTAs,
Yeah,
Golden
there's
Globes.
other like awards. I'm sure there have to be dedicated documentary awards.
To short documentary, but not documentary short.
I
Right.
I don't
have
know.
no idea.
I just haven't seen them.
Yeah.
Alex, who are you picking?
Whatever. Am I ready? I'm ready. Legend. Warden.
I'm ready, Warden.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it, bro.
Oh yeah, the vibe test right away when I heard that title, I was like, that's a good title. I'm into
That is
that.
a good title.
I'm into
It is a
that.
good title.
You know,
All right.
Take me to church, Warden. I'm ready.
Next, let's do. We haven't done. Oh well, we did sound. I was going to say we haven't done like a technical or a craft, but sound doesn't count. Let's do production design. Production design. Our options are The Brutalist, Conclave, Dune 2, Nosferatu, and Wicked. I'm standing strong with Wicked, with my witches for this one, for reasons I've articulated previously on the channel. But I think this is potentially the only thing it has an actual shot at winning, and costumes, maybe. But we'll get
I disagree with that, Matt.
really.
I think it has legs in a lot of other categories. Yeah.
The legs aren't touching the ground. They're on the
I don't know. I have hope. I have hope.
Oh, I have hope, but
I got
yeah,
high hopes.
we'll see. So then, Lisa, who are you picking? Are you with me?
Wicked, 100% Wicked.
Love,
Did you
love to hear
see
that.
those effects, those practical effects?
I did. I stand by. I think I said this last week. I think outside of my personal bias, even though this is influenced by my personal bias, I think the strength of the production design in Wicked is that they were able to make it feel familiar and like Oz while skirting around so many things, like the fact that they couldn't make it the MGM 1939 Oz because of legalities. It felt like that, but still felt unique, and just the craftsmanship that went into this stuff that they created. I think, yeah, give it an award. That's my take. Vince, who are you picking?
You know, Dune 2, at first I thought this is great production design, but at the end of the day, you know, it's just a lot of deserts and concrete rooms, right?
Exactly.
I mean,
Except for the scene with the black sun was really cool.
Well, and
But-
isn't the Brutalist just that minus the deserts? Just a bunch of
Interesting point,
concrete
Jeanette.
rooms?
Interesting point. Now that brings us to why isn't Substance nominated here? I was thinking Substance is a shoo-in. That had great production design.
I don't think it had enough different scenes. A lot of it, like my husband
That's
had pointed out
possible.
when we were watching it, he's like, this all takes place in like 3 or 4
Three
different
rooms.
sets.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah, well, I'm a less is more kind of guy, but that's
And they're
that's
very
fair.
minimalist.
That's fair.
Yeah. No, I
The-
thought the same thing.
The
Yeah.
Academy disagrees. I'm going with Wicked.
No, nice. Love it. Anna, how about you?
I'm going with Wicked. I don't think it'll happen. I think a sneak win for Nosferatu would be fun if that happened, just
Oh.
because I think that movie probably has some like real like production design stuff that we're not even aware of. But just because it's Robert Eggers, it's like he sourced an accurate light bulb or like candle or drape There's like some drape in that movie that he tracked down that's like from Prussia, and he's like, that's going in the movie. And we'll never know because it's in the background and out of focus. But I
It's
do
like
think
some
it's gonna be
underwear that
okay.
Nicholas Holt's wearing, or like
Yeah.
Lit by,
a
like,
pin
moonlight.
hanging and something.
Yeah.
See, this is making me want to watch more Robert Eggers movies, even though after the
Bobby
the
Eggs.
Witch, I told
Yeah,
myself I would
Bobby
never watch
Eggs.
movies.
Oh, I like Bobby Eggs. I think he's fun.
Oh, the Witch just like scared me too much to ever watch
Oh, that's
anything.
fair.
Love that movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was at the TIFF premiere. Ben was there too. Little
So was
like,
Anna.
known to me.
Oh, we were, yeah, the three of us were all there. That's fun.
Yeah, I didn't know you were there. We found out after the fact. I think you were sitting at the balcony level. I was
Yeah.
the ground level. Yeah, and that movie was scary in the dark. People screamed when the goat did the goat thing at the end. I was one of
That
them.
was a lot of fun.
For you, yeah. Alex, who are you voting for production design?
Wicked. Yeah, I mean it's. I mean, I think we talked about it too. Potentially, Conclave also has like some kind of shot of being. I mean, I think it makes sense that it's in there, and I think like it's I have no knowledge of, like, I've never been to the Vatican and that part of the world, and but that whole idea of them kind of recreating this process authentically, if they did, I think would probably potentially be something that might get them to be paid attention to. But no, Wicked did a lot of cool stuff. So
I think some viewers won't realize how much production and design is in Conclave, because you don't think of like, oh, that's a created set, because it does look real. But
yeah, I just
there's
assumed
no way
they
they
film
filmed
it
that
like
in
on
the
site. So
There's
yeah.
no way they
yeah,
let them
but
do
yeah,
that.
no, like that's true. Like that's exactly.
Yeah.
But you vote for Wicked. It's in pen. So you're for all the Wicked
Oh,
support.
yeah.
Yeah, Jeanette, who are you voting for? Wicked.
I'm voting for Wicked. And because I was blown away by those sets, very, very blown away by those sets. However, let me throw this in. My top two tends to always be Anna's top two, it seems, because Nosferatu was my alternate that I kept going, I'm not sure. Also, to Alex's point, my husband said the same thing he did, which was that we don't know. Like, they have both the fortune and the misfortune of people not knowing what the inside of the Vatican looks like. But if they got it right, then they should get it. It should be like Zone of Interest. Like, then they should get it, like, for being that accurate. But yeah, so there's other people thinking that too, which I hadn't really thought about, because he's like, well, they didn't film it in the Vatican, so like. That's
Although
kinda
the
cool.
same could be said for the Emerald City. They didn't film it in the Emerald City.
Well,
This
they
is
got
true.
as close as is possible.
Look,
That's
Wicked's
true.
got my vote. Those sets blew me away. I'm there.
Love it. Ben.
Yeah, I'm also going with Wicked. I feel like it's had immaculate sets. I think that the production design is some of the strongest of the year, and I think it would be a well-deserved win for Wicked.
Hold on.
Their
This is the
production
first-
design carried through to their like PR, like their
Yeah.
everything that they like did and touched was just like, oh, it just like bled the same thing.
we all voted for Wicked. So
Oh,
Perfect. There we go.
I was waiting for this.
I love your point, Matt, that that they couldn't exactly emulate the MGM look of the Wizard of Oz, but they could like sort of gesture at it and make their own thing. Like, it really does feel like what you described. Like, it's
Yeah, no,
like their own thing, but also harkens to it in the right way. It's like the sweet spot, you know?
I think what they did that's really smart is that they leaned into like 1930s aesthetic in a way that I think just influenced the Wizard of Oz MGM style, because that was just what was modern at the time. But I think that style has aged really beautifully in a way that it feels otherworldly, but still kind of modern enough. And yeah, like the Emerald City scene is what I keep thinking back to, of like, this is so good.
But even like Shiz, like that
Oh.
production design in the school was immaculate. And like
Mhm.
before going into the movie, I thought like that all of that pre-stuff in Shiz was going to be bland, and it wasn't. It was just as spectacular as the Emerald City. So like,
Yeah.
oh, kudos to them.
Oh yeah, and Munchkin Land, like the
Yeah.
giant witch effigy is, I'll never get over that. And there's a fan theory that the effigy was built out of the remains of Dorothy's house, and I think that's fun.
Oh my gosh, I love that theory.
Yeah, because John M. Chu apparently said that Dorothy's house is visible in that scene, but no one can find it. So people are just assuming it's the effigy.
You're saying like the original prop, like used.
No, like in world, the claim is that they used the spare wood from Dorothy's damaged house to build the Wicked Witch thing that they set on fire.
Oh, I didn't realize that Dorothy's house is supposed to exist in that world. Like in the
That's interesting because I'm sure wood is a very valuable resource, considering like if you want to go chop down a tree, that's an act of murder in the Oz universe, isn't it?
Well, it depends on the
depends on
tree.
what land you're in, because in the original novel, the trees only talk in Quadling country, and in Munchkin land, I don't think they're sentient.
So mute.
Okay.
I was gonna make a
Mm.
funny joke there.
No, make the joke. Let's.
No. It's ruined now.
No,
It's ruined now. I'll
I want to hold. Wait, hold on. Make the joke.
Well, I was gonna say that they only murder mute trees.
That's funny.
That would have been.
I think it was. Oh no, hold on. We're all in the wrong spots.
It's fixed now, I think.
I think this is fixed, right? Yeah, this is where.
Yeah.
Okay, good. All right. Next,
Jeanette, what'd you do?
I
You
covered
look all
my
different
shoulders.
now. Oh,
Cold? Are you chilly?
Yeah, this room I'm in gets chilly.
the room I'm in is very hot because they have the heat on in this apartment building. But I still have my air conditioner covered up because it's winter. It's very conflicting. All right. Next, international feature film.
Oh my god.
Is anyone not voting for Amelia? No. Okay. Our options
Right?
are-
Yeah.
I'm still here. Girl from Brazil. The Girl with the Needle from Denmark. Amelia Perez. It's not as good as last time. From France. The Seed of the Sacred Fig from Germany. Or Flo is here too from Latvia.
Wow. It's from Latvia.
I'm voting for Flo, even though it'll be Amelia Perez. But no, yeah, vote for Flo. No, vote for the Camp movie again. Ben.
So, if you had asked me right after the nominations, I'd be like, Amelia Perez is a lock for this. And I mean, it's more nominated than like any other movie, like, this year. It's up there with Gone with the Wind with the amount of nominations it's gotten.
Tied for most. No, Titanic's the most.
Yeah, I think it has 13. Ever since the controversies, I'm not as certain that it's a lock for Best International Film. So I'm kind of I'm weighing my options here between that and I'm Still Here. Time will tell. I'm going to go with I'm Still Here just to mix it up.
Love that.
Yeah.
Love a mix. Jeanette, who are you voting for?
Well, obviously Amelia Perez. Yeah,
All right.
predictable.
Alex?
I'd love to know about the controversies. Somebody's echoing here, by the way.
Yeah.
We should maybe investigate that.
I muted already. It wasn't me.
I got headphones in.
I
Yeah,
wonder if it's me.
you should. Wonder. Oh,
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 it's
I
not
still hear
me.
something, but
No, it's not me. I
yeah,
think it's
maybe.
Matt.
Or Anna. Although Anna's muted now, so okay, I don't know, man.
I think
Maybe
it
it's
was
me. It
Lisa
should make sense.
mute
that it would
again.
be.
I don't think it was me. I'll try again.
Was
I want to make a special
Yeah,
note.
I think it's Lisa's.
I want to make a special note that the seed of the sacred fig. Imagine if it was the seed of the sacred pig. Wouldn't that be something? And especially it's a German film, and you know how they love their Schweinen. All right,
Schnitzel.
that's right, pork schnitzel.
Yeah.
Keep saying swine with a reverb, and you sound like Lady Gaga.
Swine.
But yeah. So aside from the controversy thing, I think I'm gonna go with the Girl with the Needle because let's. I got a thing for Scandinavians,
Of course. Who doesn't?
Oh, apparently the rest of the panel so far.
Anna, who are you voting for?
I think it's going to be I'm Still Here, which I haven't seen, but best guess.
Vince.
I gotta tell you, you guys have me regret not saying Flo earlier, so I'm gonna go with Flo.
Welcome to the Cat Club.
Yeah, this echo's killing me. I gotta say.
Is it? I don't know if it's me.
Well, I think it is. Yeah.
I think it is.
No, it's not because I can still hear it when I go on
you
mute.
are right. Like we can. So when you go on mute, there is some slight echo, but it's nowhere near the way it is when you're muted.
It's
Like it's so much.
I don't hear it
better
when
Put
you're
in my
muted.
headphones. 1 second.
yeah. I don't hear it right now.
Hello.
Although I
Yeah,
was,
I don't hear it.
Nope, don't hear it.
Talk.
yeah,
Yeah, I just hear like this very slightest thing, but it's nothing.
Yeah.
it's a mystery.
No. This is good. It's not a mystery. There's.
Yeah.
Wait, I just heard it again.
Yeah. See.
There we go.
Lisa, who you voting
Hello.
for? Okay.
We come in peace. All right.
Okay, you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey.
Okay. All right. Where are we again? International film.
International.
Okay, so I was not here when y'all reviewed Emilia Perez, but I could not get through that damn movie. It was, guys, it's the worst movie I think I've ever seen, and it was only like 15 minutes. I was
It
in
does
it.
not get better.
I
Yeah,
cannot, like,
no, it doesn't.
no, like, why is
It
it
is-
here?
Well,
It
no,
is
actually,
only good as a complete thing. I will say, if you piecemeal any part of Emilia Perez, it's awful. If you watch
I think
it
it's awful as a
complete
complete
item-
thing.
Anna's like, no, don't listen.
it gets
so bad.
exciting towards
It
the
is
end.
not everybody's.
Yeah, when
no,
the credits come up and you're like, thank God it's over.
I don't think anybody, like, I don't think it's everybody or anybody's cup of tea. Like, I like
Yeah.
it, but it ain't my cup of tea.
That should
Okay,
be
but,
on
like-
the poster. I don't think it's anybody's cup of tea.
Jeanette,
but, like-
Everybody or anybody's.
I'm so
But then,
sorry.
like,
I love
why-
Zoe Saldana and I voted for her. I'm so sorry.
I just
I mean, it
don't.
might
it-
win.
I really don't want it to win because that was like the worst 15 minutes of my life, and Vince can attest to that.
He
Even
says
though
you were on your phone.
yeah, because it was so bad.
Yeah.
My like,
Did you
my
even
like,
get to the good song?
Did you get to the title?
The devil. The devil.
no,
song.
I did not get. No,
That's the only good song.
I don't know.
Oh my god! You know what? Maybe I'll give it a chance. But like, it was
No.
just, it was
No,
rough.
no.
Don't give it a chance.
Okay, it's fine. I'm not gonna vote for it because fuck that. Sorry. I'm gonna go with I'm Still Here because Brazil was a colony of Portugal, and that's my ancestry.
It's an apology
Sure.
for colonization vote.
It is. This is reparations.
That's
this
what
is
we
it.
like to see. Love
Yeah,
Oh my god.
We can't pay you, but here's an award.
yeah. There you go.
it. Live action short film. We have Aline. I don't know how to say this word.
Anuja.
Anuja,
Anuja.
The Last Ranger, and The Man Who Could Not Remain Silent. Ooh, did anyone?
I'll also let you
That's
know
a lot
the
of
Last
people.
Ranger. The Last Ranger is not the fan film that you will find if you search this in general and don't type in short live action. It is not the fan film about the Power Rangers that you will find. It is about
Hey.
I believe an African man who has a
like a
like
guard
a-
against
what do you call it?
poachers.
yeah, exactly. It's about rhinos, protecting rhinos. So
Badass.
yeah, because I found both, but I found the Power Rangers one first. I did not get to watch it.
Name. Well, let's start with you, Jeanette. Who are you voting for?
I saw Anuja, and so I'll vote for Anuja. It was very good, and again, it was kind of like, I don't want to say lighthearted. It's intense. It's about children needing to work when they're like children, but like it's these two sisters in India, and the film was made. They went and actually got a child from like one of the orphanages to be an actor in it, and like they worked with the orphanage to like have children from there in the film, and all the proceeds went to this to like feeding hungry children in India. So yeah, to surmise it in layman's, like there was a lovely diatribe at the end of the film that I can't remember all of it, but it was an entertaining watch, and it was very positive.
All right.
Is it on Netflix, Jeanette? Is that how you saw it?
That one was on Netflix as well. Yes.
Okay, Alex, what are you picking?
Geez, what's going on back there?
It's Matt's papers.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's kind of
That's been going on the whole time. I thought that might have been me.
No.
Going insane there. My mind palace is fucking.
Because no
Especially
one-
in my
no one was
headphones.
reacting to it.
No, especially in my headphones. It's quite brutal.
It's brutalist.
Brutalist.
No,
It's that brutalist.
make a change. We're here. We're set.
I'm gonna go with I'm Not a Robot because let's keep it on theme, you know.
Yeah. Anna.
Yeah, I'm saying Anuja. I think honestly, with a lot of the shorts, them being accessible is a big thing because people will vote for what they see, and something being on Netflix probably makes it a lot easier to see it. So
No, the one that was on
That's fair.
Netflix last year was one of the most disturbing movies I've ever seen, and I'm glad it didn't win for short. Terrible movie with the child murder at the beginning.
Oh yeah. Were you
Oh,
doing
shit.
this?
God.
Oh, yeah.
yeah, the one with is it with David Oyelowo? Is
I
that
think
who's in
so.
it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
I
must
saw
stab
about
the
this.
kid and throw her off a roof or something.
Off a roof. My
Yeah.
god.
That was on Netflix. It was not a fun time. Vince, who are you picking?
You know what? I like rhinos and I don't like poachers, so I'm going with the Last Ranger. He sounds
Nice.
like a good guy, and I think there should be more of them. I hope this film raises awareness to future rangers to protect the rhinos. Unless there's only like 2 rhinos left, because that's also a possibility. I'm not sure.
I think
There's not
only
a
2
lot.
rhinos left, and they're both female and they're in captivity.
Hmm.
Yeah, well, I don't know if there's only 2. Anyway, yeah, they're extremely rare.
We'll
And-
clone them.
I love rhinos. We should bring back the woolly rhino because they're bringing back the mammoth.
They are.
You know,
And the
let's just-
dodo.
yes, let's bring back more Ice Age megafauna. How can this go wrong?
Exactly.
So
You
yeah,
can't.
It's like boring Jurassic Park. They're not even like full blown dinosaurs. They're like, nah, Ice Age creatures. Best we could do.
hey, that's
I
not
mean,
bad.
they could give us a dinosaur if they really wanted to. They could.
I want it
we
at this
want.
point. Please bring on Demise. It's fine.
Like, yeah, at this point, just do it. Just do Jurassic Park. Nothing
it.
matters anymore. Lisa.
This is difficult because I'm Not a Robot has a really hot lead actress, and so does Aline. But I don't know. I
But it's not the
I'm
Hot
getting-
Award.
it's not the Hot
It's not the Hot
Award.
Actor Award.
It's not the Hot Award. But I did initially pick Anuja
Mhm.
because I liked the title.
Nice.
So you know what? I'm gonna go with Anuja.
Okay.
Yeah.
I keep
yeah.
wanting to say
Yeah.
Induja, which is a type of pate, spicy pate.
Ooh.
delicious.
I don't. When I see that, I
Delicious.
see Induja.
You got to go with your gut. That's a good call.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
I'm with Alex, and I want to vote for the robot movie because I didn't vote for the Wild Robot, and I want to vote for at least one robot tonight. So
She looks hot in it. So
here we go.
whoever the actress is, a Dutch actress.
Is it the successor to Deus Ex Machina? Is it like?
that movie's just called Ex Machina.
Oh yeah, that's
I don't
true.
think
That's
so.
true.
Yeah.
The Deus is implied.
Deus is implied. You're right. Well, actually, it's not implied at all because it's not a godlike robot. It's just a robot,
Well, it's
just a machine. There's no.
it's
God.
created. There's a there's. It's
Well, if
a
anything,
creator and created.
Oscar Isaacs would have been the Deus. He would have been the god.
That's true.
But the main character is the robot, the Ex Machina,
Well, Machina doesn't mean robot, but
doesn't it?
yeah.
It means machine,
No, it doesn't.
doesn't
means
it?
machine.
Like a creation, like something.
The la-
built
God
out
out of the
means-
machine
Yeah.
is what Deus Ex Machina means.
Yeah.
I
It's
believe.
God
Oh,
out
I
of the
thought it was
I don't think X,
machination.
unless X means machine.
No.
Okay.
I think.
so
Well,
that-
Deus Ex Machina means God of the machine. I assumed X was like the of equivalent.
I think X is out of.
Out of that makes sense too.
Oh yeah, no, but so it does mean machine, but okay, so maybe I'm mistaken here, but I was interpreting it as contrivance, which is like or machination, which is like because it's as a plot device, Deus Ex Machina is saying like is describing something happening, like that wouldn't otherwise happen, but for the sake of the plot, it's it's the only just
but like the term is derived out of that as a
no, I'm saying the Latin term machina
Yeah.
means both machine and contrivance. So I'm not sure if Deus Ex Machina as a Latin phrase is specifically like meant to be translated into machine as opposed to contrivance. This is based on my 2-second Google search.
My assumption was that contrivance came. Well, I don't know, but I assumed contrivance came after the fact, since like God out of the machine was the device of like the God would come on stage in the Greek tragedies on some kind of mechanical device, and so it was literally like here's the God coming on stage in a machine to resolve everything, and therefore the act of a god on a machine arriving on a stage became known as like it became associated with the plot device of like, okay, well, everything's terrible, but now the god is coming in on like their elevator to fix all the things. They're like, then it tied Deus Ex Machina to contrived plot device is my assumption.
That would make sense. I don't know the etymology of Deus Ex Machina. I just aside from that being a Latin
evolution of
term.
Linda the Good Witch video.
Yeah.
On climbing its way to 100,000 views. I mean, I don't think it'll get there, but there we go.
There we go.
Ben, what are you picking?
Well, Matt, I could not remain silent anymore, and I am picking the man who could not remain silent because I've heard it's very powerful, and my understanding, I haven't seen any of these shorts, but my understanding is that it's about a train car that's stopped by paramilitary forces for like this ethnic cleansing thing that they're doing, and they start rounding up civilians, and one man who could not remain silent stands up to it. And I feel like that feels kind of prescient.
Is this the Bosnian one?
I think it's from Croatia. Maybe
Croatia, okay.
Yeah. And it sounds like it's like has a lot of political relevance right now. So I'm gonna go with that one.
Nice.
And then we got the man who cannot remain silent. We got the last girl in the orchestra. Got some very gendered picks tonight, but
yes.
They should date.
Oh, I would watch that. All right. Well, let's close out the shorts category. Animated short film. I don't think any of these are Disney or Pixar, which is sad, but whatever. Beautiful Men, In the Shadow of the Cypress, Magic. Does that say candles? Candies, Magic Candies, Wander to Wonder, or Yuck. I'm picking Yuck.
Yuck is how I felt watching Amelia Perez.
Amen. What's your animated short pick, Anna?
I'm saying Magic Candies.
All right.
yeah, that sounds tasty.
Who doesn't want I got some Magic Candies in my drawer right now.
Nice. Well, I'm not going to ask what that means.
Yeah, what does that mean?
Alex.
I know what that means. That's not difficult.
I mean, Beautiful Men is a meme. Wander to Wonder is a fun little word ditty. So I think those are the two that I'm going to pick between. Wander to Wonder, Beautiful Men. Let's give it to. Let's go meme. Let's go Beautiful Men.
All right. Jeanette.
Yeah, I
Jeanette,
looked
who's
for
that?
That's my daughter's Usagi plush. That she brought in for a special guest appearance. These were very difficult. This category was the hardest one to find them for. I found In the Shadow of the Cypress, but did not get to start it. I'm just going to give that my vote because I was able to access it. So to Anna's point, maybe other people were too.
All right. Ben?
Well, to quote Amelia Perez, man to woman, woman to man, we've got the last girl in the orchestra. We got the man that could not remain silent. Now we've got Beautiful Men. So, man, I'm going to go with the Beautiful Men. I think that it's about these guys going to Turkey to get like hair transplants or something. I don't know. I don't really know.
It's about some like It's like some like weird like cosmetic procedure that like people go get done.
Yeah, and there's stop motion. I've been told there's a lot of stop motion nudity this year, like in this and Memoir of a Snail, and I think there were some
Are
other
the snails
ones.
naked?
I don't know. It's a good question. I haven't seen it.
Snails have
but,
Maybe the snail's a metaphor for the nudity.
could yeah, it could be. I
Just
don't
like
know.
slimy
You
and
gotta come out of your
slow-moving
shell.
small and yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I'm not certain about this at all. I haven't seen these nominees, but I'm going to go with Beautiful Men.
Nice. Lisa, are you feeling the Beautiful Men?
Absolutely not. Sorry, men. I'm gonna go with Magic Candies.
All right. Vince?
I got a question. In the shadow of the cypress, is that referencing the cypress tree or the country cypress?
Are cypress trees not prevalent in Cyprus?
I do not know.
I
I
feel
think
like
so.
you
I
can
don't
have
know.
cypress trees elsewhere.
I grew
Or
up with
is it-
cypress trees. I do believe it's a tree they're talking about, though. But I
okay.
honestly think it might be. I don't know where it's from. It could be a Greek animation.
I'll tell you what, then I'm going to go with Beautiful Men.
All right.
Beautiful Men.
You
If it was about the country, then maybe, but
I literally thought Magic Candies was Magic Candles until right now.
Oh,
Yeah.
Like
Me too.
until we were talking about it, I'm like, what?
I want to know what makes them so magical. And also I just want candy.
you know what? They threw Queer out under the bus and didn't give it a single nomination, so maybe they're going to do
No,
maybe they're going to
Beautiful Men.
screw over Beautiful Men.
Yeah.
probably,
Oh, no.
probably.
Did you like
Yeah.
Queer, Lisa? Because I know you love challengers.
I loved Queer. I mean,
Yeah.
it got weird at the end, but
I-
you know what?
Got
A
queer.
lot of queer movies end up a little weird at the end, and I'm okay with that.
Two
got a
Lucas
little
this
weird.
I
time.
gotta look this
Pretty
up
amazing.
now. This sounds really
Oh,
good.
it's
Yeah.
so good.
Movie's not on my
It's
radar.
so good. Listen. Daniel Craig plays a believable queer man. So for that performance
Andy's also in
alone,
this movie.
yeah. So there you go.
Yeah, I thought Queer was great. The third act is when it gets like
Wild.
even better.
Yeah.
And then the epilogue, I don't love the epilogue, but that's okay. You don't have to.
The whole movie lost me though with the soundtrack. It takes place, I guess, in like the
Oh yeah.
Really?
50s.
Oh yeah, the soundtrack.
Oh, that was one of the
They-
things I loved most about it.
Really? I
Oh,
could
it
not
was
get
amazing.
over. I could not get over the 90s Nirvana and 80s Prince songs on top of the.
This isn't queer.
Yeah.
Oh, now I
Yeah.
really want to hear it.
Jeanette, you
Oh,
gotta
yeah.
see
I want to
it.
hear
That
it.
Nirvana needle drop is like one of my favorite moments of the year. I think
Do
Is
a
it like a
Boston-
Night
love it.
Tale? Is it like
Do a
I
that?
love it
Boston
in Act
double
Rock
feature.
soundtrack.
Do a Boston
will
double feature,
say-
do Wicked and Queer, and you'll have a great time.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. I will say with queer, I know this is not a queer recap, but for the music, I could like see how they were like trying to tie that like the main character Daniel Craig plays like wants to be in a different time period as a queer man, and so like he might be
Oh.
envisioning like if he was in like the future as a queer man,
Yeah.
not knowing like the AIDS epidemic around the corner. But like I feel like that was too far of a stretch.
Yeah,
But
I didn't
I
even
I'm with
appreciate
you.
it.
I in my mind, I didn't even make that connection, which I think is a lovely reading. I'm just like, if I was making a movie, I'd be like, I like this song. It doesn't fit the time period, but it's going in there. Why not? You
Drop
know?
it. Yeah. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. But yeah,
Well,
it's a big
that's
snub.
still done.
It's a big snub for sure.
I think so.
Yeah.
Well, since we're talking about music, let's do best original song. I don't know
Oh,
what any
guys.
of these are.
Yep.
Most of them are from Amelia Perez.
It's two.
Except for the
Two
Diane
Amelia
Warren
Perez.
one. Maybe this year it'll be Diane
only
Warren's
two?
year. Finally,
three.
finally.
Yeah, we've got The Journey from the 688. That's okay. Like
That's
a
on
bird.
Netflix, by the way. I will say if you do. I haven't seen it, but it is-
688.
Yeah.
Just such a strange title. Like a Bird from Sing Sing. A song from Amelia Perez, another song from Amelia Perez, and Never Too Late from Elton John. Never Too Late.
El Mal and Mi Camino.
Those are the ones. mean, I'm going to vote for Elton because if there's ever a choice to vote for Elton, Elton will always get my vote. There we go. Ben, who are you picking?
Let me see what I put down on my ballot here. Diane Warren did the 688 song. That 688 is I think it's a Tyler Perry movie about the ladies that delivered the mail during the war. It's supposed to be an interesting real life story, but I haven't seen it. I think Amelia Perez is going to win an award here, and I'm going with El Mal, which I can't remember which one that was. Is that when she's dancing on the tables?
I want to
it's the one
say,
that's used in all the like promo stuff.
Yeah, I think it's going to
Yeah.
be El Mal.
and then
the
isn't Mi
bad.
Camino the Selena Gomez one where she's like
Yeah,
breaking
yeah.
away or whatever?
Yeah.
God, I didn't
that
like
the
any
one?
of those songs in Amelia Perez.
Could have been
I'm sorry to say.
vaginoplasty.
You liked one of them.
Could have been
Ben.
vaginoplasty.
Yeah, I was gonna say you like that song.
I do like that one. I just love the doctor in it because he's just like penis to vagina, and I just love that guy. He should have been nominated for best
Lisa,
supporting
you
actor.
didn't get to the best part, did you? You didn't even get to the best part.
I don't need to. I don't freaking need
You
to.
don't want
okay?
to talk about sex change operation.
Operation.
I see.
Oh boy.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
Oh my god. I can't. This movie is such a trash fire. Like holy shit. Anyway. No.
Jeanette, who's your song? What's your song?
I also picked Elmo.
Elmo.
Oh, boy.
Okay.
Elmo.
Just also because it's Zoe Saldana's song, so I'm,
See, if I knew that was Zoe Saldana's song, I might have actually voted for. Actually, no, I'm principled. I refuse.
I'm
Alex.
just pro Zoe
I
Saldana.
like all of Zoe. Well, not all of them. Like a bird. So I'm like a bird. The Journey. No, yeah, I'll do Elton John. Why not?
Nice.
That's where my heart wanted to go. Like I
don't
want
know the
Elton John
song,
to win
but
an
yeah.
Oscar, like always.
Like, give Elton another Oscar. How much
Yeah,
time does he have
please.
left? Anna, are you going to give an Oscar to Elton?
I wish I would, but I said El Mal just because I think that's the one they've been doing all the promos. That's the one that's everywhere. They're
That's
pushing
a fair
for it.
point. Darn
And I think
point.
it's gonna get something.
Vince, are you Team Elmo as well?
No, I gotta go with Elton. He married a Scarborough guy. So,
What? Yep.
oh yeah, his husband's from Scarborough. So, and that's my hometown, Scarborough, Ontario. So how can I not, right? I'm Still Standing is one of the great songs of
Of
the
course.
last 100 years, I would say.
Agreed. Especially
So-
in the movie Sing. I think it's sung by a hippo
Oh yeah,
or some other creature that's not a human,
that's a ferocious animal. I love it.
and it's still standing.
Oh yeah.
Lisa, are you still standing?
I'm still standing. I'm going with Elton John.
Yeah.
But not only because it's Elton John, Brandy Carlisle is part of that song. And we
Ah.
love Brandy Carlisle in this house.
We do.
So,
in this whole
yeah.
house, we love her.
In this
Yeah.
whole house, yes.
I don't know who that is, but
I just-
Oh,
I
she's
try
Oh,
to
she's
like
great.
Brandy Carlisle, but she's slightly underwhelming for me. But that's only because I'm like a metal person, and
that's
not
okay,
enough.
Jeanette. That's okay. But Matt, I think
sensory
you like
is-
Brandy Carlisle.
is she like Chapel Roan? I discovered recently. I like
No.
Chapel
No.
Roan.
Chaperone sets
She-
it off.
Yeah, no. I would say Brandy Carlisle is like a more like chiller, confident Melissa Etheridge.
Okay,
Yeah,
maybe.
she is very Melissa Etheridge, but I love Melissa has more like blues sound.
And like she's like
Brandy
more
does,
like like grittier. Like Brandy is more
goes more
chill.
Florence and the Machine, but not
Oh,
that
God.
hard.
No, not
They don't
Florence
go
and
that
the Machine.
hard.
No.
No.
It's
Brandy is
not
more
that
like
They just go more singy. More singy.
no. Brandy is like a country version of Sarah Bareilles.
Yes,
Okay.
that's a good one.
Yes.
All these compa-
Yes.
Okay.
Just
feel like
go with it. Just
If I
go
were
with
to
it.
listen to her, I would love for all of this to suddenly make sense.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Right. Best original score. We've got The Brutalist, The Conclave, The Amelia Perez, The Wicked, and The Wild Robot.
Can I ask a question before we go into this?
Yeah.
Why can Wicked be nominated for original score but not for original song? Or
So I
do they just
suspect
not think any of the
Score is
songs
the
were
music
good?
underneath the song.
No,
So the
I know.
songs were in the.
I know, but I thought
yeah.
the score was essentially is enough of it different from the stage production?
No, they
Is there
wrote a
think
lot
enough
of
it has-
different?
I don't think
Oh.
anything that's like underscoring is in the show, and I don't think it's that heavily inspired. Like it is definitely.
Oh, okay, good. You answered
OT
my question then.
composition.
I was like, what? This is weird.
Yeah. Let's start with Ben.
Before I go, I'm just going to backtrack real quick to Diane Warren for song because I just want to say it would be so funny because she's been nominated like 17 years in a row or something great. Maybe not that, but she gets before I knew anyone was nominated, like I texted my friend, did Diane Warren get nominated? He goes, yeah, she did. Every year, best song, and most of the time no one's heard it, and it's like there's some conspiracy. And
There
we're
was
gonna
a
have to
Lady
drill
Gaga
down.
song people didn't even hear. Like me
Yeah.
as a Lady Gaga fan, I didn't even hear it, and she done a song with it. I was like, where'd this come from?
Keep your eye on Diane Warren, guys, because when we meet here next year, I can almost guarantee there's going to be a Diane Warren song. Just wait.
Susan
Best
Lucci.
breast original
Best original score.
Hello, best original score. I'm going to go with The Brutalist for this one. The Brutalist has an amazing score. It's very anthemic and loud and big, and it hits you real hard in the first few minutes of that movie. And it's by this younger composer named, I want to say Daniel Bloomberg. I don't have the second to look it up.
Daniel Bloomberg. Yep.
Bloomberg, yeah, and I heard him talk about this score, and a lot of when you hear the music in The Brutalist, he said he wanted the music to almost feel and the instrumentation like it was being constructed, that it wasn't like a complete piece. And you can hear, there's like banging in it. There's a real tactility to the instrumentation in that score that I think is really novel and interesting, and it feels like a work in progress in its own way, but it's also very triumphant and loud and very memorable. I will say though also that it's a shame and a sham that Challengers, the Reznor Ross score, was not nominated. It should have been on this list.
Yes.
But put me down for The Brutalist.
Done. Challengers also did not see that. So bad last year. Jeanette, who are you picking for score?
So before I say, so you brought up the Reznor thing. I did not see Challengers, so I don't have really a lot of concrete to stand on here. However, I personally think, and I noticed that too, that the Academy does not want to set some sort of precedent that Reznor can become the next John Williams when he very well freaking could. So that's where I noticed that too. That's where I stand on that. Anyway, I voted for Wicked. All those questions, and I was like, well, hell yeah, if Wicked's able to be nominated for this, this deserves it. So yeah, that's where I'm at.
All right. Alex?
I'm gonna give it to Perez.
Ooh.
Yeah.
All right. Anna?
Yeah, I said The Brutalist. I think it's the most memorable. So I think probably, I don't know. Yeah, I like it. I think it's good. I think people are going to be inclined towards it.
I feel like I'm being sold on The Brutalist. I'm also
I
voting
wish
for-
we could have seen it together, Matt. I think we would have had a fun time. We would have gotten popcorn at the intermission. It would have been
still
fun.
could. We still could.
Yeah, that's
Ben.
true.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
true. We will do that.
Maybe one day.
I'd love it.
I would too. I also just really want popcorn now. Vince, who are you picking?
Challengers was great. I watched a lot of movies last year that I thought were going to get nominated and they didn't. So, I don't know. That's just a recurring theme of the evening. We keep talking about movies where I'm like, I wish that got some recognition. And I'm sure in some sphere it did. I'm predicting a come from behind victory, Amelia Perez.
All right.
Oh boy.
Oh, yes. What?
Lisa, is that your vote too?
No, absolutely not. There is no world in which I will be voting for any Amelia Perez nominations tonight.
Even Zoe?
I love Zoe. Oh my God, that Vanity Fair interview she did about kissing a girl. It's in my forever memory
liked
bank.
it.
Like done. Of course, yes. But no, no, she does not deserve this nomination. I digress. Okay, best original score. I think The Substance was snubbed in this category. I really like The Substance
Personally.
score.
Yes.
Yes.
Like,
I'm literally
it-
listening to it at work. Like it's like my hype up music in the morning. It's I love
It's so good. It is like on par to how I felt about Challengers. Like,
Mm.
oh, so great. I think they really missed the mark here. But I think I'm gonna go with Wicked. Yeah.
Ooh.
I think like I mean, I know they have like such immense source material because of the musical, but I think they did beautiful things that were unique and original. So, Wicked.
Mm.
There we go.
Beautiful.
Yeah, thank you for saying that, Lisa. I had forgot to even mention. Like, I thought that whenever I originally saw the nominations, and I was like, I do think Conclave. Like when I was watching the movie, I did notice how beautiful the score was, but I don't think it'll win. But I did notice it. I did like it.
Let's. You know what? We're talking about The Substance. Let's talk about makeup and hairstyling. 'Cause
Wait,
The
Matt, what did
Substance-
you say for me? What did you say for score?
For me, I went with
Brutalist.
I joined Brutalist. I went
Okay.
on the Brutalist train.
I almost feel like you can look at a poster for that movie and go, "That's probably got a noticeable score." Like, it's
Yeah.
got a marked score.
Yeah, one day I'll find out. But well, yeah, makeup and hairstyling. We've got a different man. What even is that? Amelia.
That
Oh, a
is-
different man rules.
You
Yeah,
love
that
it,
is
Matt.
so
It's
so
good.
good. I need to.
A different man
I
is
have to
so good.
Is the makeup good because it's turning one man
Yeah.
into a different man? Is that?
Yes.
Yeah, actually.
There's a real actor named Adam Pearson. He was in a movie called Under the Skin with Scarlett Johansson that the guy who did The Zone of Interest did, Jonathan Glazer. And he's got tumors all over his face. He has a very sort of unique looking face. And Sebastian Stan plays a guy that has his exact face in that movie.
Oh, it's
And then-
that movie.
Yes. And then he has a procedure,
Oh.
a substance-like procedure to have his face transformed basically into Sebastian Stan's face. But then
It's
a guy who has his old face, who's played by the guy Adam Pearson, whose face it really is, shows up in his life, and it sends everything into a crazy spiral. And it's very funny and dark and weird and like unclassifiable. It got me standing Sebastian Stan. He's
Dude,
really good.
I am
So
telling
good.
you, he is on the.
yeah,
He
Yeah,
that's
I really
so
think so.
nominated in so many categories. Like
He's not.
it's
He's
such a
got two
shame.
movies too, and I want to see both of them. Like, I am
Mhm.
very excited to watch these, and I will. Honestly, if I can see these before the Oscars, I'll watch these instead of the Brutal, because I want to see both of them. But you're right, Sebastian Stan is really growing on me as an actor for sure.
Me too.
He's
Yeah.
always going to be to me the subpar Mad Hatter from Once Upon a Time. That's how I was introduced to him.
Oh my god,
Within a day
I
or two,
forgot
like,
about that.
Yep, like that was the first time I saw him. I was like, this guy has weird eyebrows and a weird energy. And then the next day I watched Captain America on DVD because I had like recently bought him. Like, it's him. Why is he on my TV again? And it's just been a slow clawing up for him, for me, ever
Oh,
since then.
I think it's a great-
So yeah, I don't think I'm sold. I'm realizing that now. I think
Well, you got to watch A Different Man.
Yeah, Sebastian
Yeah.
Stan. I'll get on this
Or
train.
Fresh.
I think he's
Go
great.
watch Fresh, Matt. It's real good. Go watch that.
I have to watch A Different Man. I have to watch the Brutalist. Anyway,
You got to watch Pam and Tommy. He was great in that.
all I could think was you are not as good as Lily James right now, and bring back.
Well, yeah,
I
no,
mean,
she was
if that's the
wonderful.
bar we're setting, she
Yeah.
should have won everything last time.
She should have won an Oscar, even though in no
It was a
way was
TV
eligible. Anyway, I want to go watch Pam and Tommy again. Okay, so makeup and hairstyling, different man, Amelia Perez, Nosferatu, Substance, Wicked. I'm voting for The Substance, even though Wicked is there. I think it will be The Substance, and I think it should be The Substance. I stand by that. Yeah. Lisa, who are you voting for makeup and hair?
It's so difficult because
I
it's
know.
between Wicked and The Substance. I don't know, Matt. Ugh. Okay, Jeanette, choose a number between 1 and 10.
7.
Fuck, that was it. Okay.
Wait,
Yeah.
What was that
okay.
for?
What was that?
I assigned 2 numbers to one number to both movies, and 7 was The Substance.
All right.
Ah,
Yeah.
Meant to be.
That's how I make big decisions in my life.
well, it's okay because you made the right call.
But what if she
Thanks,
wait,
babe.
So what would have happened if Jeanette picked a number that wasn't one of the two numbers? Was
It would have
whatever?
been
It whichever one's closest.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Vince, who are you picking?
Oh, the substance. You know, it's good body horror, good gore. Like, come on. And at the same time, they show you some of the best body horror you've ever seen, and then they'll show you some of the best, like, you know, just regular, you know, makeup,
Like side
Makeup
on
boobs.
Sue.
and hair. Yeah.
Hair and makeup on Sue. So you got to be the substance.
Anna.
Yeah, substance.
This might be
One
a
of the
clean-
things I actually like about the movie, practical effects and makeup, I think is very good.
Agreed. Well, yeah, one of the only things I liked, even though it's what made the movie hard to watch. Well, was the blood in old Demi Moore's face? Yeah, that would have been considered makeup. Yeah. Didn't like that.
No. Yeah.
No. Alex, who are you voting for?
I think I'll vote for. I mean, I'm curious potentially with Jeanette's like thoughts because. Oh wait, no, you saw Nosferatu or no?
I've seen a little over half of it.
Oh yeah, okay.
I haven't made it all the way through.
Yeah, so that I know that was something that was kind of like mentioned. Like, I wonder what they do with like you know that film. But no, I'm gonna go for Wicked.
Nice. Jeanette?
Okay, so I love that you raised that question. Is the blood on old lady Demi Moore's face makeup or effects, right? It makes you wonder. So the thing that makes me think it's effects and that makeup and hairstyling is awfully specific, and I just noticed it because I was like, why is Alien not up for this? Because the guy who's in the main outfit, he's in an actual, like, I don't know if you've seen the behind the scenes photos, but like he's in this like stilt latex thing. It's crazy. And that's nominated for visual effects, which sure, it's going to be nominated for CGI too, but it makes me wonder what they classify. I'm still voting for the substance, all of that said, but I'm just like, I was like, why? It's because I know that was makeup. I know he was in a prosthetic, but then I'm like, well, where does the line go? So, but I'm still going for substance.
Ben.
I'm going for the substance as well. I'm excited that a movie like The Substance is like really like a front runner in this category, especially, and like it just had some like you guys all said, just some crazy body horror stuff and some really like sort of undetectable stuff too. I think there was just a lot of really good work done on that movie. So a well-deserved win if The Substance gets it.
Agreed. Well, we mentioned visual effects. Let's go to visual effects. Our options are Alien Romulus, Better Man, Dune Part 2, Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, that's fun, and Wicked. Anna, you seem excited. What are you voting for?
I mean, it's not. I don't think it's going to be Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. I said Dune, but I fucking wish it would be Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. That was my favorite movie of last year. I don't think it's going to win this. I think
Really?
it should.
Really?
Yeah, I love
didn't
that
see
movie.
it.
I think this is an interesting category. Like Better Man, I would be so happy if Better Man won.
Is that the
The only
monkey
thing I
movie?
wouldn't want is Alien Romulus because I don't think visual effects should be used for evil.
For evil? What do you mean?
Do you know what they did in that movie?
No.
Oh,
What'd they
Did they-
do?
No.
resurrected an abomination AI Ian Holm.
Ew.
So
Oh, I'm okay
gross.
with I'm okay
Oh.
with dead
Oh,
people
I
coming back in
hate it.
holograms and stuff. Yeah,
I
I'm
hate
okay.
it.
I know it's
yeah,
a varied opinion.
I think it's gonna be Dune. I think it would be more interesting if it was Kingdom or if it was Better Man. But the visual effects in Dune are very good. I have nothing against the effects in Dune. I liked Black Sun Planet a lot, but
Yeah, that's true.
Kingdom's my number one.
All right. Vince, who are you voting for visual effects?
Look, I want to go with Dune 2, right?
Of course.
Anna provides a very convincing argument for Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. I haven't seen it, but I wanted to see it, and I never got around to see it. But the entire series has been so good and like often overlooked.
Mhm.
You know, you've genuinely good scripts. I think consistently in the ones I've seen. I've seen the first three, and you know the special effects are always spectacular. But I think both of the monkey films will be overlooked, and I'm here to win it. so I'm going with Dune 2.
All right. Lisa.
Wicked.
Yes.
I believe in the power.
I would love it to be Wicked. Actually, well, why not? Yeah. Nothing matters anymore. I'm voting for Wicked. There we go. I don't think it's going to be Wicked, but you know,
I think
sometimes
it
you have to
could be.
vote for your values and not.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes.
And
Yes,
since I did
Matt.
not do that in this election,
Oh,
I'm doing that here.
I got it wrong.
Exactly. Anyway, did everyone who lives in Ontario vote today? Actually, it's a person.
Yeah.
I'm not
Well, no,
eligible.
Oh, really? Oh.
Yeah, I'm
that's
an
okay.
American citizen, but I've now applied for citizenship in Canada. So
Jesus,
Woo.
please do it while you still can. Get out!
I utilized the early polls for the
So
first
did
time
I.
this
So
year.
did I.
It was so fun.
It was so convenient.
Yeah.
I
Walk
gotta get
in.
those results up on the side here.
I
Oh,
think
you know what? We're
Ford
not going
won.
to talk about it. We're not going to talk about
Oh no.
Do we know?
Yeah.
Have they said? Like, do we know
Yeah.
who won?
it. Third
Yeah.
majority.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't know what that means, but I
It's
don't like the number.
he's coming back. He's coming back in a
it's
big
he's
way.
He's
gonna
coming
he's
back.
gonna teach us how to Dougie.
Yeah.
That's
Oh my
right.
God.
We forgot.
Okay,
Ontario forgot, but
province.
we're gonna remember real
This
soon.
this is a hellscape we're living in.
Yep.
I'm just used to it now. I'm used to that.
The real
Yep.
science
I
center.
think we all are. We're like,
Anyway. Well, at least
Doug
alcohol
Ford's
will be
watching
out of
this
the
right now,
available
going, "What
seat.
the fuck?"
Yeah,
He's gonna-
let's be respectful to the American side.
Poor-
Let's
poor
not
Peters.
compare our situation with their situation.
That's true.
let's
Hey,
at
we
least be
might-
I hope
we
thankful.
you're
might
not in the
become-
same boat we're in. I
Yeah.
mean, geez.
Listen, we might become annexed because of what's going on down there. So who knows? Who the heck knows?
No, or we become the 51st state, and then we don't have. It's easier to get to Disney World.
No.
Yay!
Is that how that works?
No.
Disney
I,
World
I
North.
want
Turn
you all
Canada
to
into
retain
Disney.
your
Yes,
pride.
yes.
Disneyland.
Alex,
Disney. What's the? Okay, we have Disney World. We have Disneyland.
Disney Nation.
Planet. Disney Nation.
It'd probably be like Disney North. I don't know.
Yeah.
Disney North.
No, they were saying that they're well, for years there's been rumors that they were going to buy the land Marineland is on. And when I lived next door to Marineland, like that was a really exciting prospect for me, but I don't anymore, so I don't care. Ben, visual effects.
Yeah, so I have kind of a fun affinity for this category. A good friend of mine works in visual effects, and he's part of the Visual Effects Society. And so sometimes he'll have me over and he'll show me reels, which are really fun, like the reels that they get to for your consideration. And there's always some British guy being like, "This is how we modulated this character to create emotion," and blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
So it's fun. So we do have the 2 monkey movies this year, along with Dune and Wicked, and I forget what the other one
Ben,
is.
you know
Alien.
better.
So okay, so Dune is probably
Is that what we call them?
gonna win, but I asked my friend about who works in VFX. I was like, "What do you think about this category?" And he was like, "I think Wicked is out. If you're not getting production design, if you're getting production design, you're probably not getting VFX." And the messaging for Wicked is like, we built a billion flowers, and that kind of nuked everything else. Alien Romulus, people are a hard no on Milky Ian Holm, which we talked about a little bit. He said the 2 apes might have a shot, but Better Man didn't really land here very well. I
No,
actually would
if
love
only.
if Better Man won. It would be awesome because Better Man is an independent film. It's a very expensive independent film, but it was not financed by a studio, and that's they turned Robbie Williams into a monkey
Chimp.
or a chimp. Thank you, into a chimp, and the kinds of visual effects work they had to do to make that credible is fascinating because there's all these situations where he's in front of stage lights and flickering, and they couldn't track the actor the same way they normally would with a bigger budget movie.
And there's so much movement. There's
so much fur movement. They had his real tattoos
His
are
tattoos, yeah.
are embedded in his fur, kind of they're fur tattoos. They just did really amazing work. And the Planet of the Apes movies, I think Kingdom feels a little bit like a tiny step down visually in terms of War for the Planet of the Apes. They're in the snow and they looked so photoreal, but they do an amazing job with those characters. and so I asked him, my friend, and he was like, I could see it going Dune, but maybe what if Dune was like ignored this year? Like, what if there's just not as much traction for it? And I was like, I hadn't really thought about that before. Like, they did already award Dune a bunch of stuff, and they might continue on that train. When I came in tonight, I was like, I'm going Dune, but I think I'm going to mix it up a little bit, and I think I'm going to say this is the year they're going to finally acknowledge the Planet of the Apes series and all of that incredible motion capture work. So I'm going to put Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes.
Nice.
It's a bit of a wishful thinking category for me, but we'll see what happens.
Monkey votes. All the monkeys.
So happy.
Jeanette, are you voting for a monkey movie?
Chimps.
No, I'm voting for Alien Romulus because I didn't know about this other thing, and I saw the suit that this freaking guy has to wear, and it's and he runs in it, and like this thing is amazing. Like I just want to be next to it. It's enormous, and this guy is like
flying, underscored by defying gravity, and that's all I know of this movie.
I'm obsessed, and it's the only thing that they're nominated for, and it's Alien, so I have to give it to.
All right, Alex, are you feeling the aliens or the chimps?
Those, I guess technically those are my only options.
You also have
Dune.
You have Dune.
You have Wicked.
Well, no, but Dune are
is
aliens.
Dune is
Dune are
alien.
aliens. Folks.
Wicked's the only one that's
They ain't
just
from
like
here, unless
something
we're
else.
going through that fan theory or whatever. But anyway, no, I think. I'll add a bit to the Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes lore, which is to say that I saw like 20 minutes or so of that movie. I was on a cruise ship, and they had like a database of films on their televisions, and one of those was the Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. And a buddy of mine, or not a buddy, but like a guy that I was working with, he came in one late night, and it was like midnight or something. He was like you up? And I was like, yeah, man. And he was like, want to watch like a movie? And I was like, yeah, sure. And he came in, and he was like, I'm pretty tired though, so like I might go soon. And I was like, oh, okay. And then we watched 20 minutes of the movie, and then he left. What I'll say further than that is that it made me, I was like, you know what? I only saw the first one with James Franco, and then this one, 20 minutes of it. So I was like, you know what? I want to go back. I want to go and like watch these films, you know? So, you know, that's nice. That's something that Kingdom's got going for it. I'm going to vote Dune too. Yeah.
Thank you for the story.
Yeah, of course. Anytime. Thought it was pertinent.
It was. All right. Let's talk Best Original Screenplay. We have Anora, The Brutalist, A Real Pain. Is that what that says? Yeah. September 5, or The Substance. I'm voting for Anora just because it feels right. I don't know why. There we go. Anna, let's start with you. Who are you voting for?
Yeah, I think I'm going to say Anora, but I'm not counting out A Real Pain. But I think it's going to be Anora.
All right. Alex.
Original screenplay. Ooh la la. So this is so can you guys help me out? Like this category, like what's this award trying to, what's the essence of this award? Is it originality? Is it
No.
Okay.
This is where people get hung up. So it has nothing to do with how original the script is. All original means is that it's not based on anything.
It's not adapted.
Yeah, it's not adapted. But there's a lot
So
of
it still comes back
Academy
to just how
voters.
good is the screenplay.
There's a lot of Academy voters
Yeah.
who will like do those anonymous ballots, and they're like, "I thought like Anora was the most original of," and it's like, no, that's not what this means.
Yeah. So this is best screenplay that's not adapted.
Yeah.
Not
Yes.
adapted screenplay. And again, and now the second question is how do I separate this from best picture? Like what is my
You don't have
criteria?
to.
Writing.
Well,
You don't
no,
have
but
to,
if-
but it's
it's preference.
like you're focusing on the writing of it.
Yeah.
So like the
But
best picture
we are
is
at
like
a
more of a,
disadvantage, though.
Well, yeah, we
What?
don't know we don't have access to the screen.
We don't know how much of it's written in, like what we are seeing. We don't know how much.
Yeah,
of that is
what came out in the edit, what changed on the day, whatever.
and how much is
like,
directorial.
and
Well,
screenplay
we
isn't just
kinda
dialogue,
do.
right? It's what do you
yeah.
see?
I mean, we kind of do. Like I think it's the Academy where like they post videos of like the actual movie and then what was written on the screenplay.
Yeah.
And I saw for
Yeah, you can
Nora,
normally find-
there was a lot of improv. Like they were not on scripts. Like they
So
were
that's
they were jamming, and that's
directorial.
great.
Yeah,
that's directorial, and then it's also
and
like,
acting.
acting. But then it's also editing because maybe there was like multiple takes of that scene, and like maybe the writer was there and he was like the one saying like, "Oh, do something else." So yeah, I mean, maybe like looking at this category is more of like the concept and the written vision of it instead of like the whole shebang as the big picture
Yeah,
would.
what I might imagine that
Yeah.
that foundation of the screenplay was or is.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so then in that case, I'll give it to The Brutalist.
All right.
Mm.
Yeah, just because I think it's like, well, basically, I'm planning on giving The Brutalist Best Picture as well, unless something sways me at the last moment, and it's like,
Spoilers.
yeah. Anyway, yeah.
All right. Anna. Oh
Uh,
no,
I,
you did you?
I
You
went,
did you.
didn't I?
Yeah, we're going a different
Nora.
direction. I had to switch things up. We're going counterclockwise. Jeanette, it's you.
Original screenplay. So I know that A Real Pain has won at least one other one other award. I don't want to give it to that though, so I'm going to give it to The Substance because that's what I want to see win.
Jeanette. So
And
a
I'm
lot of
hoping.
these-
Oh, yeah.
sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say I hope that a lot of what I saw on the screen was in the screenplay. It's kind of I'm just like this is kind of like a hoping. I'm like I hope that was in there.
I was gonna say if you Google the name of these movies and search screenplay, like most of them are online now, and you can just read them
Yeah.
for free. And Jeanette, you should just like scroll through The Substance's screenplay because you can tell like how much fun she's having writing it. Like it's like a kid filling out like crazy Mad Libs. Like it's just like
Oh my
and,
god.
like there's so much that's in huge capital
Sounds
letters,
like
and
my
she's just like,
music
And
and
there's
my
colors.
yeah, it's
Like,
like
they're
really
like-
fun.
I have been trying to write screenplays like in the last few months, and I've been bothering Vince of like, what's the right way to do it? Like, what's the right format? And then to see this screenplay where it goes against all formatting rules that like, film school sets, I'm like, I can do anything. Like, it's so inspirational. I
Yeah.
love it. Yeah.
Lovely. Yeah, and I would honestly, because spoilers too, but I would just love to see someone win both screenplay and director, and it be a woman. Like,
Yeah.
mind blown. So yeah, that would be great.
Nice. Ben, who's your pick?
I'm going with Anora. I just feel like there's a lot of Anora love that's emerged in the last well, I mean, I guess it won the Palme d'Or at Cannes, so when it was first premiered, it was a major thing in festivals, but it kind of dipped for awards talk for a little bit, and then it started winning a bunch of different stuff, and I just feel like I think that like you're going to see some Anora stuff happening, so I'm going to just say Anora for this category.
Nice.
Yeah.
Lisa?
Okay. I have a lot of feelings about this category. So I haven't seen The Brutalist, but it was written by two people. And I'm like, meh. I don't
Husband
think the
and wife.
screenplay needs to I don't care. It should just be written by one. And that goes with September 5th. Like there's 3 writers. Like what's going on there? Like they can't come up with the idea by themselves? Yes, I am a classist here. I understand. Jesse Eisenberg annoys the heck out of me, so sorry, Jesse. Now, I loved Anora. I love Anora so much. I think Mickey was amazing. Mikey, what's her name?
My
Mikey.
It's Mikey.
Both.
Mikey?
Is it
amazing.
Mickey or Mikey?
Mickey
I thought it was
Rourke.
Mikey. Mikey? Love
Mikey.
the actress. I have a problem with it being written by a man. I really truly feel a
But
little conflicted.
I would raise you this. At least this was the thing I found about Anora was that it was the most accurate TV or cinema depiction of a strip club I'd ever seen in my life. And
That is
It's
fair.
written by
I
a
do
man who spends a lot
understand-
of time in strip clubs.
I do understand,
Yeah.
like, I would know, like, one side of it. But if you are a guy who gets to know those girls, then you know all sides of it. And, like,
Yeah.
I don't know that I could ever know his part of that. And, like, that's not where the whole movie takes place. I get that. But that is where I give the credit because I noticed that, too. And I was like, oh, this has to be written by a woman. And I was like, oh, my God.
But
And,
I
yeah.
wonder if it's because like
feel
the
you.
reason why I loved it so much and me thinking it was written by a woman is because of Mikey's performance and the other like women on the team. And so I'm like,
And you said there was improv too, so
and there was improv, yeah. So I'm like, I don't know if I can fully commit my love to the script of Honora. So it has to go to the substance. And it hurts me because she's French. And I'm not a fan of the French. But she is a woman and I love the substance. It's a
thing.
long story.
Some women in Canada, they
It's-
are very
it's-
anti-French.
yeah.
What? This is a real Sophie's choice for you, eh?
Yeah, it's a big Sophie's
gotta
choice.
Decide
Look,
between
I'm
a
part
man
French.
and a French
Make a distinction
person.
between
What do you got
Korean
against the
and
French?
French Canadian, or like what's?
I'm written.
No,
as
no, no, I
French.
mean-
yeah, French.
I mean like
No, no, no.
European.
Yeah.
No, God,
French
no,
from
no, no.
France,
It's French.
guys.
French from France, and then
French
Quebecois.
from France.
I don't want to
on
get
thin ice.
canceled. But like, yeah,
Who
thin
does?
ice.
Yeah.
But the thing is, French from like France, it's like, I'm sorry, they're so annoying.
Yeah, they're the
They're
worst.
so annoying. That's the
Smelly.
reason why I don't like Les Mis.
Don't smell
Like,
good.
It's a problem.
Don't bathe.
They eat a bunch
Yeah.
of strange aquatic creatures that we
I
wouldn't
eat those
normally eat.
too.
That's
I-
gotta
So
go with
it's not
good.
like it's not like
Sorry.
I eat
Louisiana
the frogs
French.
and the snails. It's all good.
But like it's not the Louisiana French, Jeanette. So don't worry. Like
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm
'Cause
twice
I love the
removed.
Acadians.
We need the
I
Cajun
like
spice.
No, but like listen, I like went to Halifax and was like, oh yeah, like there's too much French culture here because of the Acadians, and then fell in love with the Acadians. So like it's specifically very much rooted into my like annoyance over European France. So
I've never been to France and I love it. As far as I know, they're the sexiest people on earth. So
I don't know. I'm in love with an Italian, so I don't know.
Yeah, I'm married to one.
Speaking of Italians,
This is a
Vince.
good crowd. All right, I love this crowd. What's the category again?
Screenplay.
Yes,
Original
screenplay.
screenplay.
Oh
Original.
yes, Sean Baker, baby, let's do it. Honora. I loved Honora, and I think it was great. You know, too bad he's a guy, but I'm still going with it.
No, you
You
know?
know?
What? Like it truly does. Like I have an idea for like a strip club feature, and I'm like, I you know what? Sean Baker has like set the path. Like, let's go. Let's get more strip club dramas.
Make it happen.
Go watch
Jeanette likes
Closer.
this.
Closer's a great strip club drama.
Closer.
Oh yes, it was originally a play.
What?
Yeah.
Freak out of town. Oh my god.
Yeah, Closer.
Oh,
Yeah,
Oh,
it's a
that's
play that I find acting students pick scenes from a lot, or they did back in my day for some reason.
Yeah.
Where it
Yeah.
was like the doctor scene specifically. That was
Oh God, yeah.
adapted screenplay. Let's stay in Writerland. We have A Complete Unknown, Conclave, Amelia Perez, Nickel Boys, and Sing Sing. My heart says Nickel Boys. I don't know why, but I'm writing it down before I change my mind.
Only.
There we go.
We
If
haven't
only-
really talked about Nickel Boys at all on this show, right? Was there any discussion about Nickel Boys?
No, it was
Oh,
only
yeah.
available at theaters to me right now.
It was
anyway.
very it was released in a very limited way. It was like kind of hard to see, even if you wanted to see it. And I just want to say you should definitely make the time for Nickel Boys. It's really innovative. We'll talk more about it in other categories too, but like I'm just glad that it's like come up because
We'll
feel
talk
like it's
about the
under
big one
discussed.
it's snubbed for.
Yeah, we'll talk about the big one it's snubbed for later. But yeah, I'm happy to see that it's at least got some recognition in this category.
Happy enough to make it your vote?
I wish, Matt. I wish it had a chance. I really don't know if it does. Wait, I mean, just checking the thing here. I'm gonna go with Conclave. I think they're popes be poping. I heard that Pope Francis is on the mend and he's no longer in critical condition, so there won't be
Oh,
any
good.
real
He's
conclave
in
happening.
flip-flop.
I mean,
He's in
good and not
flip-flop.
good, right? An
Yeah.
Oscar time conclave would have been.
Right, that would have been the craziest Oscar campaign ever if Pope Francis took the hit.
You
for
know,
him and-
Conan would have said something.
Yeah, exactly.
He still
Probably
might.
still might. But I think Conclave, like, I just feel like Conclave could surprise us in some ways, and I think the screenplay is
It
one that might
swept
be
at
a
the
little more-
BAFTAs.
Exactly, and
Yeah.
SAG.
They
It
won
won
the
at
SAG.
SAG,
And
too,
SAG is
so-
the one I'm actually. Yeah.
Yeah, so because of those wins, and because people love popes, gossipy popes, so I'm gonna go with
Yeah. Nice. Jeanette, who are you voting for?
I voted for Conclave. That was I thought the same thing.
Alex?
So again, this kind of makes me think, okay, like should I treat this category as like how accurately or true to the adaptation, or again, just how successful this screenplay is as a screenplay, and it's incidentally in the adapted category? It's I don't know how I feel about these things, but that aside, I'm kind of thinking. So I haven't said it yet this time around, although we did talk about Emilia Perez, so my opinion's more or less known on the channel. But yeah, no, I wasn't a huge fan of the film. I didn't mind watching it. I got through the whole thing. I didn't think it was very powerful. But I'm kind of thinking, well, maybe it was some kind of an interesting adaptation. I'm curious what it's adapted from. Let's mix it up. I feel like Emilia Perez, needs some love, not from us, but I think it's going to receive some attention in the awards side of things. So let's make a bet. Emilia Perez.
All right. Anna?
Yeah, Conclave. Kind of what everyone else is saying. Conclave.
Well, I didn't. But that's
And
okay.
nor did I. I went nickel. I probably should have gone for Conclave. It's too late though. It's in Penn, Disney World Penn. Vince.
I just looked it up, and it says the screenplay for A Complete Unknown is written by James Mangold and Jay Cox. But Cox, it's not spelt with an X. It's actually spelt like Cox. So
Yeah,
that's
couldn't it
funny.
just be Cox and Mangold?
Amazing.
Cox
That's
and
kinda
Mangold
funny.
sounds like a great lawyer firm or something.
Yeah.
So
Oh my god.
part of me wants to vote for that guy, just
You're
because
voting,
that's
for Cox
funny.
and Mangold. Just to be clear, you're voting for Cox and Mangold. Okay.
What a duo, But it's since Arm and Hammer, has there not been a better duo? But look, I'm gonna go with Conclave.
All right.
It seems like that kind of movie, and like you've said, all you've said already, I think they're gonna throw the Pope a bone, and
I
not the
can
one he's
recommend
used to.
I can recommend some horror movies that have mangled cocks, but probably not appropriate.
Oh my god.
Lisa.
Kind of like Nosferatu.
There's too
wanna say
many
hi to my
men
mom
in
who's
this
watching
category. Hi, Ben's mom.
No, she
Hello.
There's too many men in this category. I wish I could rescind my vote for this one. I'm gonna go with Mangold and Cox. Why not? I love Bob Dylan. Why not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I say that the guy who wrote Conclave, his last name has far too many letters in it to just be the word Strawn.
Yeah,
has-
that's British people for you.
Outrageous amount of letters in.
Yeah.
Stalking.
All right. Best
Mangold and
documentary feature.
What did you just say
That's what?
to me?
Documentary feature.
Documentary feature, yes.
We have Black Box Diaries, No Other Land, Porcelain War, soundtrack to a coup
d'etat.
That's the one. Sugar Cane. I don't know. I'm gonna hear what other people say first, then I'm gonna vote based on that. Lisa, let's start with you.
I know I just said I dislike the French, but we're gonna go with soundtrack to a coup d'etat
All right.
because we love coups.
We love a coup.
We love a coup.
Pigeon's coup.
And
Well, sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes. Yeah.
I
Well,
mean, now
If
I
it's a political statement
I
about the
love
West
a
loves
coup.
coups, then yes.
a coup
but-
from a specific side of the political
Yes,
spectrum.
We're
yes,
gonna go
we
with
like
the
the
Amelia
coups
Perez
that we
here.
like, and we
Positive
don't
to
like
negative, negative to positive. And
Yes.
Yeah, we want the negative
positive.
to positive coup.
Yeah.
hang on a second. Look, for the record, like 99% of coup d'etats end with a military dictatorship. So
Was it
Ah,
coup d'etat
I'm-
specifically to death?
No,
Like,
like a
Not
fallen
just a
state.
coup, but a coup to somebody die. Like somebody has to die for that coup to happen. Isn't that the
Oh, like the
point?
the suffix of
Well,
Real life
there's a
coup.
coup de grace and a coup d'état.
What's a coup de grace?
A coup de grace is like, isn't that when like something really like convenient happens, and that's
it's
like,
like
oh, that's the coup de grace. Maybe I'm
I
don't
don't
not.
know. We
know.
had a Mardi
I-
Gras crew back home called the Crew d'Etat, which meant the crew of death. So that's why I thought that was
Hey.
the case.
I like a good crudité.
We sure do too. Yeah.
What?
We've
That's
come back
true.
to French. We've come back to French. Yeah.
Cold vegetables, crudité.
Vince, what are you voting for?
well,
Oh, sorry.
crude thing, but, yeah.
Fall. Yeah, the coup d'état one. I'm voting for that one.
Yeah.
Anna?
I think it's going to be No Other Land. I think that's the one that I've been seeing sort of get more attention than anything else. So
It literally says no distributor, which is very interesting because
Yeah, it never
Oh.
got picked up for release here officially.
Yeah.
It's played in some
Oh.
theaters. It's about Gaza, so it's about it's a Palestinian
Yeah.
filmmaker with an Israeli filmmaker who are friends, and they like made this documentary together about the conflict. Yeah,
one of these is about Gaza and one of these is about Ukraine. So like
Yeah.
they're both. There's two of these films are both extremely. I think Coup
Shit.
d'Etat is the one that is the Ukrainian one, right?
Hang on. Can I change my
No,
thing?
It's locked in.
Okay,
It's in
if I
pen.
could,
It's in pen.
if let the record show, if Matt had a pencil, I'd switch to the Gaza one. But,
Alas,
that's life.
it is Alex. And choose wisely. Pen.
I mean, Sugarcane is again, to me, it's such a funny like title compared to the rest of these. Like it
It's
seems-
literally about a sugarcane plantation too.
That's
Sure,
tasty.
yeah.
It's-
It
that's
just sounds
literally what
so
it's about.
simple
And-
and almost,
In what time period?
I think now.
Oh, okay, that's good.
No. I'm like, I
um,
think it's about like a descendant, like a grandfather that was a
Oh.
worker. I don't know. I could be wrong, but I remember it was about a sugarcane plantation. I had to look these all up to see if I could find them.
Yeah, so No Other Lands potentially, assuming. Well, I don't know. You know, it's you say it's a Palestinian and an Israeli. These two individuals. I don't know if the documentary is paints a particular picture in one direction or the other, considering that there's a there's a non-one-sided conflict in that region. So I'm curious. So depending on which way they go, would make it more or less popular, I'd assume.
Oh, that's a good point.
Granted, they could be quite neutral or whatever, right? Who's to say? Not me. I don't know. But
I'm sorry. Porcelain War is the Ukrainian.
Yeah, Porcelain
one. Not,
sounds, yeah,
not
that
coup
would be
d'état. Coup d'état is not the.
There were
so
coup-
Porcelain
coups
War
in
is the Ukrainian one, and No Other Land is the Gaza one.
Okay.
all right. Yeah. Well, you have Yuval Abraham there. To make the smart choice, as Vince alluded to, would be to pick No Other Land. But I'm going to do a meme pick. I'm going to go Sugarcane.
All right.
Mm.
That one's actually available on Disney Plus, but I had recently canceled my Disney Plus, so I couldn't watch it anymore. Yeah.
All right. What are you going to vote for?
I saw Black Box Diaries. That one I want to say was on Amazon, maybe.
Is that an airplane?
Question mark or Paramount? I don't know. I could be wrong. Anyway, Black Box Diaries was not about airplanes. It is about a rape victim in Japan that tries to come forward and is not even allowed to submit her report at first, and so she has to do kind of her own investigation into her investigation.
Mhm.
Yeah, so it has both. It's kind of a good, not a good and a bad, but like a good and kind of like a not as good ending, like both at the same time. But I did enjoy the watch. I cried. Sometimes that's a benchmark for me whether it was good or not, and so yes, that's what I'm giving my vote is Black Box Diaries.
All right. Ben?
I'm going with No Other Land.
1, 2, 3. Oh, is it just me? I'm going for Porcelain War because no one else voted for it, and the title, it had the vibes. When I first read it, I was like,
that's what this year's about, Matt. Like you said, it's
Vibes.
it's the vibes. Yeah.
Vibes. Also made me think of Wizard of Oz because there's an entire land that you only see in the James Franco movie. That's where everyone's made of porcelain.
Ah,
Yep.
Yeah, they're very delicate, and yeah, a lot of people break because porcelain. So there we go. Although actually, I think they call it Chinatown because that was probably funny.
oh, forget about it, Jake.
But still, I'm going porcelain war. Next, let's do editing. Let's do editing.
Yay.
All right. We've got Anora, The Brutalist, Conclave, Amelia Perez, and Wicked. I'm going for Wicked. It's not going to win, but what is this feeling? I love a split
So
screen.
sudden, so new.
Exactly. So just for that sequence with the split screen and like the cutting between the different shiz areas, like there was some good match on actions that Hoffman would have been really into. Ben gets it.
Yeah, there we go. Thank you.
There we go. Ben, who are you picking for editing?
I'm gonna go with Anora with this one too. I could see actually like this could be another sort of conclave category, maybe, because there's a lot of characters it's balancing. We're jumping around the Vatican. Anora has some like, I mean, this is a tough one for me. Like, I'm not really that certain. The Brutalist is, I could see a lot of voters going, well, it's long, so it should either win or lose for that. I think The Brutalist is really beautifully edited. Like, it's paced very, very well. And you don't really, it feels long, but it doesn't feel boring. And Anora has that like 23-minute sort of set piece scene in like the 40 or 50 minutes into the movie. It's like a 23-minute scene, and you're jumping all around that room, and then there's the phone calls, and then there's the whole odyssey into the city and everything. So I'm not really sure, but I could see this maybe going for to Anora. So I'm going to put Anora down for this one.
Love it. Jeanette?
This was an odd category to me too. Things had merit, but I went with Amelia Perez because I think that there was a lot of very good editing, and there was a lot of choreography mixed in with like I thought the editing was great in that movie.
Except for that one scene.
Except for one scene.
You agreed with me when I brought it up during the conversation.
Oh yeah. You're right. No, but But I'm still gonna go with this just because there's nothing else stood out other than maybe Wicked. Anytime there's mixture of CGI and sets, I think editing is pretty good. So that it was between Wicked or Amelia Perez for me.
Nice. Alex?
Conclave. Let's do it to it. Thought
Okay.
that was it did what it wanted to do.
It did.
Worked in tandem with the music. It created, the editing, had some interesting shots in there. It was there were some nicely timed to the suspenseful sounds, kind of, shots and cuts and whatnot. So yeah.
Yeah. They had God on their side. So Anna.
Yeah, I said Conclave too.
Okay. Vince.
I'm saying Anora, but I also want to point out this would have been a great category for queer, I thought, because that movie is very well edited.
Yeah,
Interesting.
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
Challengers, I think. would have
And
been great here.
Challengers. Yeah, that
Both
was- yeah,
Lucas, I think, missed out here.
Justice for queer. Justice.
I agree
Justice for queer.
wholeheartedly, but got to go with Anora. Yeah.
Lisa. Who are you voting for?
I loved the editing in Civil War so much,
Yes.
guys.
Yes.
Civil War is a full-on snub in this entire
It really is.
race.
I can't believe I didn't even think they were in this year, but like now that you've said it,
You know
I'm like,
why? You know
Yeah.
why? You know
Was it early
why?
in the year?
It's because it's our immediate future. Like that's why.
it's
Like
gratuitous.
everybody like
And it's
nobody
small.
wants
It's like a short. It's not long.
yeah.
And they don't want to give it to anything, even though I know the substance is on it, but they don't want to give it to anything gratuitous. And I feel like that's
And
what they
and
feel
I
like it is.
I just feel like it's like propaganda for like what could actually happen in our real world. Whatever. Justice
Well,
for
I mean,
Queer
In that
does.
movie, the Canadian dollar skyrockets.
I
Oh, yes.
know.
I'll take it.
I know. I
Yeah,
know.
because everybody wants to move
Oh.
there.
Mhm.
I love that editing so much. Oh my God. Also another one that I would say that also was snubbed and I would love to see a nomination for in this editing category would be Lee, the Kate Winslet movie
Yes.
with what's his name? Adam Sandberg.
Oh, Andy.
Andy Sandberg. That was great editing too. Like what they did, it was like it reminded me of like a better Schindler's List in terms of like editing and production value. I can't
Yo,
believe I said that.
That's
Holy
a
shit.
hot take.
That is a hot take.
Yeah.
It's a hot
Not
take, I
many
know, but I
people
said
think
it.
Schindler's List isn't that good.
I said it. I said it,
Oh,
and I stand
geez.
by it. Because
All
guess what? Kate Winslet got naked for the movie. Anyway,
Isn't that like the
I'm-
fourth
I'm
time
talking-
that's happened though? I mean,
It's every Kate
yeah, I
Winslet.
know, right?
Yeah, we get to
Um,
see her, progress through her
Yeah.
career this way.
yeah.
Exactly. We love seeing it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm talking about movies that did not get nominated at all, especially for this category. So,
Hmm.
I would have given The Substance best editing. Again, not nominated
Oh,
in
for
this
real, for
either.
real. It's a lot of clipping together in there.
Yep.
I was shocked.
That ending sequence with Margaret Qualley and like the blobbiness at the end of her. Oh my god! Anyway, doesn't matter. Again, not nominated. I'm gonna go with Wicked. It was great. I love it. It made me feel like it's a long movie. It's a 2.5 hour long movie, and I never once got bored of it after watching it for I think 3 times. And I think it's has to do with the editing because we are all so like in the TikTok generation where it's like all these clips and everything's happening so fast. And I think the way that they edited Wicked was in line with like the attention span of this TikTok generation.
Interesting.
And I kudos to them. I think like that was really smart. So yeah,
Nice.
probably not gonna get it, but
No, but-
I'm voting with my heart. I'm voting
That's
with
what
my
you
heart.
have to do. Unless
Yeah.
it's an election, then you vote strategic.
Yes, exactly.
Or well,
Or you just live in a riding where you don't have to vote strategically, and it's in alignment with your values.
I mean that's the dream. That's the dream.
yeah.
Next, costume design. Which outfits looked the most awardable? Complete unknown, the whatever era that was, the 60s, the 70s, I don't know. Conclave, the priests, all the red garb, so much red. They all looked like they were cosplaying as little birdies. It was delightful. Gladiator 2? Okay. Vampire movie or Wicked? I'm voting Wicked because obviously I'm gonna put my hat back on. Alex, who do you think had the best costumes? You saw Gladiator 2.
I did see Gladiator 2. I'm gonna go Conclave
Okay.
for that like authenticity vote, even though I don't know what they actually look like.
I agree.
Those
but
red robes were really nice.
They were.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. and John Lithgow wore it well, who is apparently officially playing Dumbledore. So that's interesting.
Hmm.
What?
No comment?
Oh my goodness.
I don't think we need it.
Like John Lithgow or the whole thing?
The whole
The
thing.
whole
I
thing.
love
No,
John
I agree.
Lithgow.
I agree. We don't need the whole thing. We don't need the whole thing at all
thing.
for so many reasons. But out of the 3 actors, no, 4 that will have played Dumbledore, I feel like he's closest to what I had as a young impressionable child in my mind of like what Dumbledore is or would be. So like I'm a fan. I mean, separating the fact that whole thing shouldn't exist, but whatever. Jeanette.
Oh, for costume design, I have Wicked. It was a very close with Nosferatu, but it is Wicked.
They redesigned the iconic hat. It's all curvy.
I love it.
Yeah, it's got a little twist to it. Oh, look, you did it.
Kind of did. Yeah.
It's like a tornado.
It is. It is. Ben, who gets the costumes for you?
Matt, you're wearing that hat so well.
I
There's
know.
no way I can't go Wicked for this
Thank you.
category. It's Wicked all the way.
It is Wicked all the way. Lisa.
It is going to be Wicked for 2 reasons.
The
One,
hat and the pink dress.
no, not the hat. The hat is a moot point for me. It is the pink dress. It is a pink dress because every time I used to watch it on stage, I hated that goddamn blue dress. Because it is a blue dress that Glinda wears in the stage
Bubble
musical, and I never understood it because she's a pink lady the entire time. Whatever, it doesn't matter.
The blue dress is beautiful. I like them. I'm team blue dress person.
I'm not. No, I like the pink. I like that they kept it on theme. But also, Elphaba's black,
Her
dress
jumper?
that she wears,
Her little
the
like
jumper.
overall type situation. Yeah.
But that last dress that she wears for Defying Gravity and like to see the wizard, like it is so intricate and beautiful, and they just they outdid themselves. They did not need to go that hard, but they went that hard. So
For us.
yeah.
Yeah.
For us, they understood the fan base. Yeah.
Nice. Vince?
I'm gonna go with Wicked because I trust Lisa's judgment.
Nice. Anna?
Love you.
Yeah,
you
also
too.
Wicked. I think just even like the scale of the ensemble, just like how many costumes there are in this, how many characters have like different costumes. I think just the Academy notices when something has like the most, and I think it has the most costumes, like it's very showy, right? Which makes sense. But yeah, I think it's gonna be Wicked.
Lots of munchkins.
Watch them.
that was kind of my logic too, was like it has
Yeah.
the most original costumes. Like Nosferatu, the reason I didn't give it to that is because I was like, well, this is based on a time period of some sort, even though there's some fancy
Like they have stuff
involved
to
in
pull
there.
from.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
like this is, we can't do what's on stage. We can't do, like, you have to do something original, and there's umpteen of them. Like Michelle Yeoh's costume wardrobe alone, I was like,
Yeah.
that would win it for me.
But I will say, I feel like the Academy has historically awarded costumes of like
Period pieces.
different time periods because
I'm just gonna be
Of,
pissed
like-
if Gladiator wins. I'm like, look, I
I
think Gladiator
know.
I'd be shocked.
won in its year. We don't need 2 Gladiator awards.
yeah, agreed.
There it is. Yeah, I think I've said it on the channel before. One of the things I appreciate with Wicked is I feel like this encapsulates costumes and production design. I feel, did a really good job at establishing different communities and different cultures within Oz, like within Shiz, Munchkinland, Emerald
Mhm.
City, and then even like the smaller subsets we don't really see, like sort of the influence of where Glinda's from in the north or whatever, like her and her parents and whatever. So there's just so much attention to detail, even though it is entirely invented. That's the thing that I appreciate for movies like this is like, yeah, create a culture and then just stick with it. And they stuck with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Plus also Wicked. All the Wicked. All right. I think, yes, we're moving into the big categories now. How exciting. Okay, cinematography. Still really angry that Wicked was not nominated, but I've made peace. Maybe next year.
So cinematography.
Yeah.
Can you explain this category?
Wait, I can.
How-
I can.
Oh, Alex.
Go ahead.
Really? Okay.
Excuse me?
No, I mean, really?
Excuse me?
Oh, yeah. Wait,
Well,
hold on.
I am not a. Yeah, please. Yeah, so I am by no, I didn't go to film school, and I'm not an expert by any means, but I believe, and I'm open to being corrected, here. I don't get me wrong, right? Nothing I'm saying is definitive or meant to be taken as such, but my impression is that cinematography, it's what you see on the screen that the camera picked up. Yeah.
So is it like certain shots?
It's angles, it's shots, it's angles, it's lighting to a degree, but like not like you can't include all lighting. Like just because the lighting
We got
was
lighting
Like
for
how
that.
the
We got best
camera
lighting.
interacts with lighting.
Yeah.
So like what
exactly like
settings
how
are you
we're-
using to capture this in the best way possible?
Yeah.
What movement are you doing with the camera to capture this in the best way possible? What
Okay.
like films that have
dimension,
used
focal length?
yeah
How a
films-
movie is
films that
shot.
have used a lot
Yeah.
of Steadicam
Yeah.
have won this before. Films that have used like revolutionary, shooting techniques, but then also things that just shot it in a really cool way that was really iconic. Like things
Yeah.
they
Right.
just took really cool shots of it. So
Right place,
another
right time.
well, we'll get to what was snubbed in this category. again.
Composition. Composition
Okay.
is a big word, often used in cinematographical circles.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you
Because-
ended that word on
Order.
a bad word for a second. That's it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, because I'm always
I
like
hate bad words.
with
allergic to it.
cinematography, I always get confused because, like, yeah, there are so many elements to it, like where it is interacting with production design, directing,
Lighting,
editing,
all that, yeah.
lighting, like the coloring of it. It's like it feels like it is an art form that depends on the rest of the team so heavily.
Yeah, like it's hard. I guess
You
it's
know?
like it's hard to imagine like a master cinematographer working with like horrible CGI effects and like
Yeah.
you just inconsistent production elements and set design and costuming and like nonsensical scripts. It's like, that's an interesting question to an interesting kind of thought experiment / actual real life experiment.
Yeah.
Make something cinematically brilliant, but everything else, but
That's a word.
purposefully,
Yeah.
purposefully, create all the other elements as terribly as you can, and
Yeah.
that's an interesting thing. Yeah.
Yeah,
You guys
I think it's
seen
a really
Bardo?
interesting category.
What one?
Bardo?
Yeah.
Bart? No.
Oh, the Inaritu. It's beautiful, but it's nonsense.
Gotcha.
Mm.
Which is
That
kind
might
of
be an
Inaritu.
example.
But yeah, our nominees are Brutalist, Dune 2, Amelia Perez, Maria, which I believe is Angelina
Angelina
That's
Jolie
that
Jolie.
as-
Pablo Lorraine.
That's
with,
on Netflix as
Angelina
well.
Jolie. That's a good one.
Oh.
I have
And
not
Nosferatu.
seen it, but I know it's on there.
I don't know what it's going to be. I'm going to say, well, Dune won the last time. Yeah. I'm going to say Dune because of the black and white section, which apparently was a big deal in cinematography world.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, I think I read
guess that
something
makes
saying like it technically wasn't black and white. It was like temperature, it was heat or
Mhm.
something, and like I don't understand it, but it sounds cool and award worthy. So Dune 2, worm movie. Worms. Yeah. Ben, who are you voting for?
Yeah, this is an interesting one. So this is the category that I feel like Nickel Boys really belonged in.
Ooh.
It's without saying too much, it just really is like about perspective and point of view. It's very much shot from like kind of first person perspectives. And it's also
It's so
shot in
cool.
ways
Yeah.
that really evoke kind of like how you remember things, like what memories sort of feel like. And it's a movie about these young black men that are in a reform school, and there's like a lot of violence being propagated against them, and there's not an ounce of violence captured on camera really in the film. It's all very suggestive, and I think it's kind of, there's been first person movies before, like Hardcore Henry was one, which feels kind of like a video game. Like there's like, there's ways of shooting first person that we've seen. Even Presence that came out this year, which is kind of a ghost movie, has that feeling. But Nickel Boys uses it in a very different, really effective way. If you see that movie, then I think that you'll go, why was this movie not nominated? I'm going with The Brutalist. Brady Corbett, the director, brought an old archaic format of shooting called VistaVision, which has been dead since like the 60s back when he shot this movie. So he shot it on 35 millimeter film, but instead of it going through a vertical camera register, the way that like most cameras work, it's shot horizontally like this. And so it kind of widens the frame and it creates really like amazing. You can get wonderful portraiture with it, and you can also capture like locations behind you, like in like a really full, beautiful frame. And it's just this kind of like old-fashioned way of making movies. And like Vertigo, if you see Hitchcock's Vertigo, that was shot on VistaVision. So he brought it back for this, which is a lot of fun. And also the cinematographer's name is Lol Crawley. And his name is Lol, which is funny because it looks like
Lol.
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 So it's like if you're in the group chat and you're like, "Good job shooting the Brutalist, lol." People are just going to be like, "Are you?" He's probably like, people are laughing at me all the time. But I think he's going to win this Academy Award. So
I would
he'll be
going with the
laughing.
It'd be
Brutalist.
so great if they were like, the Oscar goes to LOL.
Yeah. Just say the first name. It's great.
Jeanette, who are you voting for?
I was conflicted between Nosferatu and The Brutalist. I want to say Nosferatu, but I'm gonna say The Brutalist because I think that's gonna win. I haven't seen it, but the positive feedback I've heard from every single person that has is the way it's shot, like how it looks, the impression you get looking at it. You feel like you're looking at a very tall building. Like, yeah. So I will go with The Brutalist.
Nice.
Oh, can I say one last little thing about Nosferatu, which I think is really cool, and I feel like it's being kind of ignored, is like he shot so much of it looking like it's lit with like moonlight, and it makes everything very monochromatic, like almost one color, and it almost looks like you're watching a silent film from like the 20s.
My husband thought the
that's really
first scene
cool.
was black and white, and I was like, no, it's just really washed
Mhm.
out. It's
Yeah.
just like nighttime
I think that's really
shot.
cool.
None of what I've seen so far in the film is actual black and white. It's just either washed out or it is moonlight or whatever. Yeah, I love that. I do love that.
It's really cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Alex.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Dune Part 2. Yeah, just some beautiful shots in the film. Yeah, and I just haven't seen any of the other ones, I don't think. So it seems like
No,
a
you
safe
saw
enough
Amelia.
pick.
Saw Amelia Perez.
Oh, Amelia's on it? Yeah, no, Amelia, no way.
Okay. Anna?
Yeah, I actually think with one giant French exception, this is a really strong category. Like I think the Brutalist will win just because of how singular it is.
Mhm.
But I think Dune looks beautiful. I think Maria looks beautiful. I think Nosferatu looks beautiful. I think like all of those do really interesting things that aren't just like, oh, this looks good, but actually like really like compelling images. So yeah, I'm like pretty happy with the category overall. I think it's fun, but I do think it's going to be the Brutalist.
I'm with you though, Anna, and I forgot to mention it. Like the substance was entirely. Is that who you were talking about?
Oh no,
That was
Amelia
snubbed.
Perez.
Oh no, I think that when you said one big French exception, I think that the substance is snubbed in this category.
Substance was beautiful, except for when it was horrifying.
Beautifully horrifying.
Beautifully
But the
horrifying.
way they shot, like specifically the scenes of her in the workout video, are like, I don't know, it just conveyed like her worry, like as a woman watching that scene, like, oh my god, somebody's looking at me that close. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. And I was like, oh god, like it makes me nauseous. Like, and it's just a scene of a butt. It's just a close up of a butt, a very nice butt. Like I should not be worried.
Apparently, the butt had more screen time than the Red Hulk in the the Captain America movie. So I think that's a fun fact.
I was personally very grateful for those butt shots.
They were great. It's just
They're good butt
what she
Yeah.
was communicating was communicated. I was like, yeah, no, I'd be freaking out too.
Vince, who are you picking for cinematography?
This VistaVision thing's very interesting to me. This is the first I've heard of it, and I really want to know more. It makes me want to see The Brutalist, whereas previously I wasn't so interested in seeing it before the Oscars. I'd probably see it at some point, but now I'm going to put some effort in. Nevertheless, in the first hour, I criticized Dune a little bit for it just being desert and concrete rooms,
Yeah.
but they make these deserts and concrete rooms look so wonderful and grandiose. And come on, the sandworm scene, that was beautifully shot. He's riding that thing and he's hooked
Yeah.
into its eye flaps or something, or its air flaps. It's tough to say. A flap of some sort, a physiological flap of some sort. So I'm going with Dune 2, baby. Come on, it won once. It's going to win again. It's tried and true. Riding the Dune wagon.
Ride that
The
world.
Dune buggy.
Ride the Dune buggy.
The Dune buggy.
Lisa, are you riding the Dune buggy?
You know what? I originally said that, but after all this talk about the Brutalist, I think that's where my vote's gonna go to.
All right.
Put me down for Brutalist.
Done.
Yeah.
Okay. We are in Best Supporting Actor territory. Our
Oh
options are
no.
Jeremy Strong for The Apprentice, Guy Pearce for The Brutalist, Ed Norton for A Complete Unknown, Macaulay Culkin's brother for A Real Pain, and Yura Borisov for a Nora. I'm voting for the Culkin brother.
Oh, he's so
Culkin.
annoying.
Oh,
Is
No, it's lovable annoying. His speech
Poor
at
Culkin.
stand
No,
is
it's so
unhinged.
annoying. It's
Oh, I think it's
so
extremely
annoying.
charismatic. I don't know.
I don't think
It
so. Like,
reads
if
different.
I saw that man in real life, I'd be like, "Can you cool it?"
Are you voting? So who are you going to vote for? Let's go start with
I
Lisa.
don't know. Come back to me. Come back to
Okay.
me.
Vince,
Ed Norton, baby. Let's go.
Anna.
I feel like this is probably of all the categories the most locked down. Like I think it's been Kieran Culkin for all of award season. I think it should be Guy Pearce. I think his performance in The Brutalist is so good. I think that's my third favorite performance overall this year, but I don't think he's gonna win. Which is a
What are your
shame.
first two? Or will we find out? We'll probably-
Yeah, I'll bring those up.
Okay.
They're not nominated, but I will bring them up.
Nice.
Anna finds these conversations intellectually stimulating.
Stimulating. Yeah.
Mm.
I would love to see Guy Pearce win an Oscar. He is one of my
He's
favorite actors.
great. I really like him. He's so underrated.
It's true. But this is probably not his year, but who knows? Maybe it will be. Alex, who are you voting for?
I'm gonna pull a Jeanette and vote for the one person that I saw, Yura Borisov,
Yes.
who I thought was awesome. But yeah,
That guy was good, but they're not going to give it to him because he's Russian.
Didn't he
Wait,
win one of
is-
the awards though?
Oh, well, I don't
Well,
know.
He
not
won
the
either
Oscar.
critics or
Maybe in Russia.
critics
He won the
or
Russian.
Did he? Is he
Russia.
Igor?
Yeah.
He might have won a Globe.
He's
'cause
Igor.
that might have been drama.
Mm.
Maybe that's what he won for.
Maybe that's what I don't remember.
I know he won one. I know he won at least one.
I think it's Jeanette's turn.
Oh yeah, Jeanette.
It is. I'm also going with the Culkin. I have not seen it yet, but he's the only reason I'm gonna see it. Yeah,
It's good. It's a fine movie.
it's what I expect. It'll just be okay.
Ben?
I'm going with the Culkin boy,
Okay.
the little Culkin.
Where's Rory at
But he's
these
not the
days?
littlest Culkin. Yeah, Rory is the littlest Culkin.
Yeah, where's Rory at these days?
What? Who's Rory Culkin?
Rory Culkin was in. Oh God, he was
in
he the little
Waco.
boy in Signs?
Oh,
He's
he's
the
in
one.
the
He
Wake.
was in Signs.
Ah.
And then he was also in. He was in one of the Scream movies. And
Yeah,
he was
Scream
the
4.
fourth
Oh, that's
Scream.
right. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh.
Scream
Oh.
4.
I actually really love that one. So
I haven't
yeah,
made
Yeah.
that deep into the
Second
Scream
favorite
lore.
Scream movie.
it is really. It's underrated. Highly underrated.
Okay.
All right, Lisa, we're back to you.
Okay. Put me down for Culkin because it's a strategic vote.
Okay. And you
I
gotta
don't
do that.
want to. I don't want to, but
He'll probably.
it's fine.
He'll probably.
Yeah.
No,
Egg
right.
on your faces when my boy Yura pulls it out.
He's
but-
the second favorite, I think.
I
That
would.
performance
You know
does
what?
not
Like
deserve
he's my real
anything.
choice.
Yura did nothing in that anyway. Best
Oh my
supporting
god, get out of town.
Yura wasted screen space. That's what Yura did. I
Oof.
said it.
Oh my god.
I think somebody's wasting
Matt.
screen space right now, Matt.
Oh,
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
I don't have a comeback, so I'm just.
Your comeback should have been to take me out of the screen space. And
I thought of that,
you're like, you're right.
but it's too late now.
Ah, that would have been
Wait, hold
good.
on. No, can you say it again?
Yeah, okay. Somebody's wasting screen space right now, Matt.
You're right. Okay.
Ah!
Here we
It's
go.
still landed. That's good.
Hold on.
Now you lost your. Oh no.
Not this again. Hold on.
Nobody puts. Oh
Almost.
wait, I was gonna say something, but it
There we
doesn't
go.
work.
There we go. All right. Supporting actress. We have Monica
Barbaro.
That's the one
Barbaro.
from A Complete Unknown.
Barbaro.
From Wicked.
Barbaro.
It's weird. They didn't. She's credited with her full name in the movie, like Ariana Butte Grande or something, and I think it's weird that they don't respect that in this nomination. But whatever. Felicity Jones in The Brutalist, Isabella Rossellini for some reason in Conclave, and Zoe Saldana and Amelia Perez. I would love it to be Ariana. It's not going to be, so I'm going to vote for Zoe because strategic. Do I think she deserves it? I don't think she doesn't deserve an Oscar.
She carried the whole
Yeah, them
freaking
putting her in
movie.
supporting category was also strategic.
Category fraud all the way. She's
One-
the lead of that
It really
movie.
is.
Well-
She is the lead of that movie.
Yep. Ben, who are you voting for?
Category fraud all the way, and she's gonna win because they did the fraud.
They did the fraud.
I think Ariana Grande would be a great pick for this. I think Monica Barbaro was really good and kind of underrated in A Complete Unknown. But I thought it was going to be like Ariana Grande's year. Like when I saw her in Wicked, I was like, she's tremendous in this. And
Yeah.
Zoe Saldana, who I do really like a lot, they had to drop her in this category, and it's fraud. So,
It is
but I'm
fraud.
still going to put her down because I think she's probably going to win.
Jeanette?
I am going for my girl Zoe all the way, please.
Hey, that's a green person.
Yeah, she was also Gamora.
No, I know, but Wicked, green.
Yeah, Wicked.
Oh yeah. No, yeah, I'm going for Zoe. I've wanted
Actually-
this for a long time. I just want her to have an award.
Way back when we talked about Wicked on this channel, I remember, Jeanette, you said Zoe was your choice to play Elphaba in
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Because I think she can do motion capture, and I guess now we
And
know
clearly
can
she
sing
can
to some degree,
sing.
but I don't think she can sing that far. I was just like, if they're not using the voice, sure. whatever.
Well, I remember you saying we know she looks good in green. That's
Yeah, I
Yes.
mean, like she can do that ish, man.
She's done the
She's
job,
all about
guys.
it.
She's gotten up in green. Let's go. What are we doing here? What are we doing
Zoe
here?
to have an Oscar.
Alex, who are you voting for?
Wicked, baby. Ariana. Let's go. I mean, this is like, I didn't see all these people, and so I'm not sure, but I totally could change my mind if I saw the other performances. But yeah, no, Ariana did an awesome job.
I agree.
And I'd love for her
Ariana
to
is
win.
who I would vote for if I had voting power. Like if I could submit a
You
ballot.
do. You could vote right now.
Not right
Matt.
now.
You have the
No.
power.
I don't. Like she's who. If I were on the Academy, she would have had my vote. I'm not.
I see.
I'm not. I see. Yeah. Anna, who are you voting for?
Yeah, so I think it's a real shame that Anjanou Ellis Taylor isn't nominated for Nickel Boys, because I think that's actually a really good example of like what a good supporting performance is supposed to be. She's in a handful of scenes. She's not in the entire movie, but there's like moments and scenes with her that I have like really thought about and that have really stayed with me. And I think it's a really remarkable performance. Of what's nominated, if I had a choice, I think I would pick Monica Barbaro all the way. I think it's like such a credit to her that I've seen Top Gun Maverick how many times, Ben? Half a dozen, and I did not recognize her. I think it's such a good performance, but it's gonna be Zoe.
Did you watch Maverick that many times to try to find her, and you just couldn't find her? or-
No, I just toss it on because it's great.
Gotcha,
But
gotcha.
it wasn't until I
Barbaro every award that I could.
yeah
I don't remember her.
yeah Ben.
Who is she in?
She's Girl Pilot.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
of course, Girl Pilot.
You know, one of two women in the movie. Girl
Oh, well,
Pilot.
I was thinking she's not the like.
Yeah, there's
love
there's
interest
girl
who-
love interest,
Yeah,
like
then
girl Tom Cruise love interest, and then girl pilot.
But yeah, I like
Vince.
watched A Complete Unknown and did not recognize her, and I think she's great in that movie. I think it's really good, but I don't think she's gonna win.
I don't. Yeah, that movie happened.
But how cool is it? Also, can I just mention that she's like in her early 30s? She's kind of having this breakout moment. She's not a nepo baby. She's just been working in this industry for like 10, 12 years. You know, good for her.
We do love to see that. We love to see that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wouldn't be mad. Yeah, Zoe.
Good for
So, well, I'm kind of mad at Zoe, but it does matter. Vince, who are you picking?
I'm going for Isabella Rossellini, Best Supporting Actress in Death Becomes Her.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I was like, oh, all 5 minutes of her.
Yep. And what a 5 minutes it was.
Listen, like
What?
Viola Davis won for her supporting
Because
Oscar
Viola
for like a
Davis'
7-minute.
supporting performance in that movie deserved everything that it got.
Damn.
Look at
Okay, I
Jamie
didn't
Lee
see Conclave.
Curtis.
Oh God, not Jamie Lee Curtis.
Oh,
Not
yeah.
Jamie Lee Curtis.
It is interesting actually comparing Viola Davis in the other Priest movie to Isabella in this Priest movie. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like they do probably have equal screen time, and I think one of them is definitely Oscar worthy, and one of them was just there. But
Damn.
Well, she wasn't just there. She did her best, but
she did her best.
it
But
was,
like,
you know.
it's not Viola Davis crying about why she's letting her kid hang out with creepy priest, you know. But
Sure. I mean, I don't know that I've seen the movie, but yeah.
what a shame. That's a great movie. I doubt you've seen it. Lisa,
I also doubt.
thank you.
I'm not gonna vote strategically. Even though I know Zoe will win, I will not do that because I have committed to not voting for Amelia Perez tonight. I want to vote for Isabella Rossellini just because she's a nepo baby. She's like the ultimate nepo baby in this category.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna go with Ariana Grande.
All right.
I love my Italians.
I would be so happy if she won. I don't think she's going to, but I would love it. And I also thought that this was her year to win it. And actually, I don't even know what kind of campaigning happened for Zoe to be in the position that she's in, but not mad at her.
We're here.
For getting an Oscar.
We're here.
Yeah, yeah. Like for the other stuff that she's done, like I've been a fan of her for a while. So yeah, it's fine. Best actor. We have Adrian Brody. We have Timmy Chalamet. We have Coleman.
Not actor in a supporting role. We're going straight to best actor.
We've done supporting
That
role.
was the Culkin boy.
Culkin.
Oh yeah, you're right. Sorry, my bad.
Yeah.
I
It's okay.
forgot.
So, best actor, we have Adrian Brody in The Brutalist, Timmy Chalamet in Complete Unknown, Coleman Domingo in Sing Sing, Ray Fiennes in Conclave, and Sebastian Stan in The Apprentice. I notoriously do not care for Timothy Chalamet, and I think math tells us it will be Adrian Brody, but I'm going to vote for Timothy Chalamet because I think it's win-win. If he wins, the only thing that will make me happy is knowing I got a point. If he loses, I'll be happy that he lost. So he gets my vote.
That's logic right there.
That's strategic voting. Is that?
There you go.
That is, yeah. Lisa, who are you voting for?
My boy Coleman.
Yeah.
Yes, I love
Yeah.
Cole.
We love Coleman. Yeah.
Sing, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is his second year, I think, in a row being nominated, right? He was
Yeah.
nominated. Yeah.
And you know what? He should have got nominated the year Dolomite was a thing because I think he was great in Dolomite. I think he was.
Yeah, he was great in Color Purple, which
Oh yeah, of course.
not a great movie. Well, not a bad movie, but I remember watching it thinking like this guy, and that was probably the first thing I saw him in, but he captivated me. I thought I adore this man, even though he's such a not great character. I'd give him an Oscar nomination. Then when he wasn't nominated, but he was nominated for something else, I was happy. So all the awards for Coleman. Who are you voting for, Vince?
Oh, well, you know it already. Coleman Domingo. You know, to go from the comedy relief neighbor on Blackish to consistently doing great dramatic roles in Oscar-nominated films.
Mhm.
And you know, I will vote for Coleman Domingo every year he gets nominated, and from now on until he wins.
Until he wins. Good.
He's my Leo DiCaprio now.
Mm.
Anna, who are you going for?
I mean, I want to say Daniel Craig, but they didn't nominate him. I think, I mean, again, I love Sebastian Stan's performance, but I don't think he actually is in the running whatsoever. I'm not counting out Timmy after that SAG win, but I do think it's going to be Adrian Brody. I just think that he has the momentum behind him.
Nice. Apparently, the stats agree with you. So says the Hollywood Reporter.
Mm.
Alex, who are you going for?
Well, I do want to point out, has anybody seen the film that Coleman Domingo
Oh no.
Not
really
yet.
want
No.
to.
I
haven't
want
watched
to.
it.
So this is apropos of my subtitle here. You know, I mean it's not a justice for a thing, but like, you know, this is the you know, the prototypical you aren't the best performance this year from these films in this category, but here's an award because
Yes.
we want to give you an award. For me, I only saw Ralph Fiennes, I believe here, and I thought I love Ralph Fiennes actually, but I don't think I saw anything you know, notable. Like I've seen him do more interesting things in other films, personally. That's not to knock his performance in Conclave. It's just to say that I imagine that in this category he isn't objectively the best. And I love me also Adrian Brody. It's been a while since I've seen him on the big screen, just in terms of the movies I've watched, and I don't know about his own filmography there. But all of that to say is that I feel justified in supporting Adrian Brody and assuming that he gives a standout performance here, a notable performance in The Brutalist. So that's what I'm going to do.
All right. Ben, who are you voting for?
I had a friend who wrote a little blurb about The Brutalist, and I'm convinced, based on what he wrote, that he was convinced that Laszlo Toth, who is the titular brutalist that Adrian Brody plays, was a real man. And I feel like with
Lydia Tarr.
The Brutalist, it's like the Lydia Tarr. Exactly. It's the
That
Lydia
was the
Tarr
first
situation.
thing I said. Yeah,
Oh, I
Repeated,
see.
where- yeah.
Okay.
Where it's like,
I see.
I
I
think
see.
that-
I see.
I think that Adrian Brody really brings a lot of credibility to this role, and I think it's the best performance I've seen him give. I know he won an Oscar for The Pianist, and I haven't seen it in a really long time.
It's good.
But
Oh,
yeah,
So good.
I think that this is probably comparable to that in terms of the power that he has in sort of holding, you know, your attention and your emotion in that movie. So I'm going with Adrian Brody.
Jeanette, who are you going for?
We're on supporting actor. Oh no, sorry, actor. Yes, main actor.
Yeah.
So as much as I really, really want Ralph Fiennes to get this, I know that the Academy just loves themselves some Adrian Brody. So I'm gonna go with Adrian Brody. He is their little child. They love him. Honestly, and I will say this, I haven't seen it yet, but I have a feeling because I've seen like maybe 6 scenes. Sebastian Stan might be like the best actor at turning into actual people right now. Like it's crazy. It's craziness. I want to see it so
He's
bad.
still
but
Lily James, but
he's not, but I wish it were him. I wish it was Ralph Fiennes. No, it's going to be Adrian Brody.
now how about actress? We have all the names. Fernanda Torres in I'm Still Here. Demi Moore in The Substance. Maddie Madison in Honora.
Maddie Mattis.
Maddie Madison, like
Maddie
the drag
Madison.
queen? Or that's Metamorphosis. Never mind.
Carla Sofia Gascon? Sure.
Carla
Amelia
Sofia Gascon.
She's the one. Or Cynthia Erivo in Wicked. I'm voting Demi. I want it to be Cynthia, but also I kind of also want it to be Demi. Cynthia has her turn next year.
Hasn't Demi won literally every single award?
I think so.
Yeah.
Well, I
don't
mean,
think she's missed any of them yet.
I don't know. The Brazilian one, she won her category.
Oh
at
no,
the Golden
Mikey
Globes.
Madison. Yeah, Mikey Madison did win one of them. It was either BAFTA. You're right. It was
Oh,
BAFTA
I
or
think she won
SAG, one of them.
BAFTA. Yeah.
BAFTA,
Yeah. So I mean, yeah, Demi has been like the front runner for like the classic awards in
The
this category.
Yeah, the more
But-
Western-oriented ones. Yeah.
Yeah, and like Mickey and the Brazilian, what's her name? I need to stop calling her the
Fernanda
Brazilian.
Carla Sofia Gascon. Or no, Fernanda Torres. She's French.
Carla. No, she's Brazilian.
No,
No,
I know.
is she?
I was saying Carla Sofia Gascon. I was like,
Oh no, I meant
she's not. Yeah.
Fernanda. Yeah, Fernanda. I meant Fernanda. Yeah. So I don't know. This is a complicated category for me. I'm stressed.
Who are you going to pick?
I don't know. Come back to me.
Okay. Vince.
Look, I think it's gonna be Demi, and I'm gonna say Demi, but I loved Mikey Madison so much, and I'm sure she'll get her time to shine. Maybe she's the next Coleman Domingo. Who knows? So
Yes, I'll be Coleman Domingo though.
that's true. There can only be one, as they say in Highlander. So,
And they also say I will be the one in Jet Li's The One.
oh yeah. Oh,
And the
yeah.
Backstreet Boys say, "I'll be the one."
And they also say one in a chorus line.
Many
One-
times.
One is the
Many
loneliest
times.
number. All right, let's. Yeah, I'm done. I've said my piece. Demi Moore, she's probably gonna take it, but Mikey's a champ.
Mikey is a champ. Anna, who are you casting your vote for?
I mean, I gotta say, I think it's a tragedy that Marianne Jean-Baptiste isn't nominated for Hard Truths. Like, if she was, I would go with my heart and sacrifice the points because such a phenomenal performance.
What's a baby got pockets for?
Yeah. What does a dog need a coat for? It's got fur.
It's got fur.
Look, I've got fur
I-
too. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm leaning Demi Moore. I won't be mad about it. In my mind, this is going to be a belated win for Charlie's Angels Full Throttle, so that's great. Yeah, I will be very happy to see Demi Moore. Honestly, I kind of think like when she got up on the Globe stage and was like, I've been acting for 45 years and this is the first award I've won for acting. It's like, how do you not love that story? And I think she's good in the substance, but I think she has the narrative going for her, which I
Right.
think can often be very important.
Nice. Alex?
And Anna. Oh, sorry. I'll say it later.
Yes. No,
I don't
what?
mind you saying it now.
Yes,
yeah.
say now.
Oh, I was just gonna say that speaking of like the story and the narrative, like even the narrative around the substance and a
Mhm.
woman's value and aging and being on screen, like it's all sort of inextricable from what that film is too,
Mhm.
and what it's getting at. And so it's kind of this like beautiful full circle thing where she's getting this recognition for having worked for decades and now is like winning her first award. It's
Yeah.
What if
I
she
think it's well-
explodes
well-
on stage when she wins? That would be
that would be
Oh,
really
yes.
full
It would
circle,
be
and that
great if she
be
wore
amazing.
like the special effects
Wore
makeup to
paper.
go
Yeah,
up there
she
and
wore
accept
the-
her award.
Or like she had this
Fake blood
perfect
on
dress
her.
or whatever, but like just a fake tit like fell out of like.
I was just about
Oh
to
my
say,
God,
what about she
yes.
just barfs up a fake
Yeah,
tit? Like,
yeah.
that would be
Yeah.
hilarious.
So
She should be
perfect.
doing like comedy on stage. I think it would be
I
great.
would love that. Alex, who's your pick?
Oh man, I saw 4 of the 5 nominees. That's interesting.
It is.
No, I mean for me, I think, yeah, like I enjoyed Mikey Madison the most, I would say, but I don't know that I could look at her performance and kind of be like I think she did a great job, but yeah, they're compared to Demi, which funnily enough, when I watched Demi Moore, I wasn't a fan. Like, I don't know. Basically, yeah. Like, I think I'd give it to Demi. I give it to Demi because I think at the end of the day, Demi just like what she had, what the role called for. Demi had more to accomplish. I think is kind of my logic there. And even if I could argue that I think Mikey did a better job accomplishing her role, I think the what Demi had to do or try to do kind of deserves the recognition there, if you will. From my perspective, of course, I'm sure Jeanette would say that she did what she had to do, but yeah.
That said, Jeanette.
I mean, obviously, I'm gonna go with Demi Moore. So that's that goes without saying.
All right, Ben.
I'm going with Demi Moore as well. I think it could be Mikey Madison. I think she does have some momentum too, and I think she was really great in Anora. I'm leaning towards Demi winning, but I think that there's also like a chance with Fernando Torres as well. Like that could be sort of a surprise win. So put me down for Demi, but I think any of those 3 are especially like in the running this year.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if I were a voting member, I would have voted for Cynthia, but she has next year. Next year will be her year.
Yeah, you got
won't-
Wicked for Good coming out this
No
year.
Wicked for
So
Good. No Wicked for
Yeah.
Good. That's the movie where she sings "No Good Deed." That's what's going to get her the Oscar, not Defying Gravity. None of this Defying Gravity nonsense. It's "No Good Deed." That's the Oscar-winning song.
That's the one.
That's the one. That's the one. All right. Best Director.
Oh wait, I didn't do mine. I was pretty.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
yeah. She couldn't.
Alright.
Sorry.
Who'd you pick?
My heart wants to say Cynthia just because like that is where my heart is. Her interpretation of Elphaba was brilliant, and I'm so happy that like the world gets to see that interpretation forever on film.
For
Like
good.
I'm like I'm a diehard Idina Menzel Elphaba fan, but like blown away by Cynthia's interpretation and performance. So I am holding out that part 2 will be her year. I'm going to say Demi. I'm going to say Demi.
We're all saying
say
Demi.
Of
I'm gonna.
course.
But like I love so many others too, except Carla. But
Hey, can I ask a quick question? Do we feel like it was a snub that that the girl who played Sue wasn't nominated
For supporting or
Best supporting. Yeah.
She didn't really do
Mm.
much.
Yeah.
Even though she really
No.
would be co-star, but yeah, I don't know. I was
Hey,
just wondering.
if-
She was nominated in some other award shows, so
I feel like if Ariana gets the nomination for supporting, then Sue should be eligible for the
look,
nomination.
Ariana and Zoe Saldana, let's be completely honest, are both fraud. Ariana should not be in the supporting category.
Oh, you think Ariana should compete with Cynthia?
I feel like Elphaba is the
They're
lead of
both
Wicked,
leads.
though.
But
They're
if
both
you
leads.
took
If you look at screen time,
well,
it's
yeah.
different to I think like a legitimate supporting performance where it is like very clear like this is a supporting character.
Yeah.
I think
It's like
Ariana Grande is more of a
emotionally, though, like-
co-lead.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fair.
yeah,
If
I
the
agree.
Glinda role was a man, let's say, I feel like then, and if it was a conventional love story with the same amount of screen time, then I think that role would be considered like best lead actor.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
since it's
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
It's a strategy call on the producer's
Yeah.
end, for sure.
yeah, but it's also like that's kind of been the ongoing conversation with Wicked since it came out is like, is Glinda supporting or a lead? I think at the Tonys she was campaigned for lead, so they pitted the two ladies against each other. But even just in conversations about the material in general, it's sort of an ongoing conversation about like, is Glinda as much a leading character as Elphaba? Is the title about Glinda and not Elphaba? That's a fun little thing to dive into.
I mean, I personally think they're both leads for sure.
But if you put
Same.
them in the same
Yeah.
category, they kind of cancel each other out.
Yeah,
I think that
yeah.
it's less
there's-
likely that either of them win if they're both
Yeah.
put in
Oh, yeah.
lead.
I think that's why
So they have to
those
pick
two
one.
movies were split. Honestly, I mean,
Yeah,
like, both,
yeah.
both Amelia
Yeah.
Perez and Wicked, like they both should have been leads.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I would have flipped it. I would have put Amelia as the supporting role and whatever Zoe's
Absolutely.
character is. Yeah.
I firmly do believe that too. But if they wanted to have them, yeah.
Yeah. Right. Director. Justice for John Chu. But next year is his year. Sean Baker for Anora. Bradley Cobert for The Brutalist. James Mangold as for Complete Unknown. Jacques
On cinema.
for Amelia Perez. Coralie and The Substance. I'm French.
It's okay.
It is. I don't know who I'm voting for. Sure, The Brutalist. Why not? I don't think I voted for Brutalist.
Solid choice.
Thank
Can't
you.
go
Who
wrong
are
with
you
The
voting
Brutalist.
for, Alex?
I'll give it to Anora. I really enjoyed Anora, and I feel bad. I don't actually, but intellectually speaking, and it's somewhere in the crevice of my mind, I feel like, you know what, I should give Anora something, from the goodness of my heart, have some gratitude here. So I'll give Anora directing. Why not?
Why not? Anna, who are you giving directing to?
I think knowing how my luck tends to go, it's going to be Sean Baker.
There we go.
There we go. All right.
There we go.
Vince.
Well, I don't know. My bad luck might be your good luck, Anna, because I'm rooting for Sean Baker. I really liked Anora. I'm sorry if this makes me an awful person.
Why
You're
would you
not,
be an
he
awful
might be.
person?
Just by Lisa's metric of not liking him because he's a dude.
Oh, we obviously did a
No,
great
no,
job.
babe, it's fine. It's fine. It's
God,
fine.
Sean, look, I
Men
think,
are capable of writing good stories too.
believe
Yeah,
it or
men are
not,
capable of writing good women sometimes.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't
Sometimes.
dislike
Like
him
Jack
because
Nicholson
he's a
in that
man.
movie.
I dislike him because I don't think he's a good person.
Oh,
Has
what did he
nothing to
Oh
do
do?
my
with being a
God.
man.
Oh no, what did Sean Baker do?
Oh, he's just like very conservative.
Oh,
Oh,
I don't
fuck
know
that.
if-
He's
wait,
definitely
wait.
not getting my vote.
well, hey,
I don't know if that's 100% true. I think we need to
Okay.
be more transparent.
Okay.
He
He's a
follows some
libertarian who
conservative-
supports Kyle Rittenhouse. There we go.
Done. No, I hate
he
him.
hasn't said,
Bad.
hold on. He hasn't said that he supports Kyle Rittenhouse. He follows certain things on Twitter, and people
And
go
likes
and
certain posts on Twitter.
and that's
I'm with Anna.
questionable.
I'm with
That is
Anna.
questionable.
Yeah.
But what's weird is that
I'm
he's
leaning
never
into
said
the
anything outright.
misandry here.
Yeah,
I'm
I
leaning
didn't
into
know
the
any of
misandry.
this. I
The
didn't know any
misandry.
of this.
There's
Whoa.
hilarious things happening in literally every square right now.
Yeah, I was
Then
like,
again, I
tell
will
me
also say I
more.
thought Starlet was good. I just think he's gone downhill. And I don't think
Starlet's
he's
really
a good
good.
enough person for me to be like all, you either got to be like a really good person or make really good movies. for me to,
Gotcha.
like,
You can
kinda
separate
get on
art and
board.
artist if
I don't
they're
know.
really good art,
Yeah.
'cause,
or
like,
if the artist is really good person.
Yeah.
David
So-
Bowie
so
banged
Vince-
teenagers. We all like the Labyrinth. So like,
No.
we
I
don't
don't.
like
David
we don't
Bowie's
like the
also
Labyrinth
dead. He's not
anymore.
going to win an Oscar in a week.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
no. Vince, so you're staying with Sean?
Who are the others?
What?
Brutalist, complete unknown, Amelia Perez or Substance.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna go with Sean Baker, but not because he's a libertarian who may or may not like the wrong stuff on Twitter. I'm gonna
Babe,
gonna-
babe,
Yeah.
he's a libertarian that goes to strip clubs. This
It's
is
in
bad.
No, it's in pen. It's in pen. It's done.
Why is it bad that he goes to?
Because he's
strip
a
clubs?
libertarian.
Believe me, Lisa, if you go looking on a Saturday, you'll find all types. There's not just one type in there.
I
You're
hate
sitting,
her.
you're sitting next to
too.
3 people you don't like at all times. I promise.
Damn it.
Lisa,
I
so
hate
you're
it.
voting for Sean Baker too?
No. No. Put me down for the French lady, the substance.
Okay.
Clearly.
Yes.
Ben?
Sorelli?
Well, I think
Maybe.
that Sean Baker has some really interesting political takes, and that I think that
Nuanced.
maybe
Oh,
nuanced, and
boy.
what we need to do is give that sort of political ideology more of like a platform. We need to celebrate it a little bit more. So
Okay, Ben.
But it at
I'm
least
just-
he makes good
I'm
movies.
kidding. I
Ben
am
Gordon
kidding.
for office.
I am kidding. I do think that he's likely to win this Oscar. It's the thing with Sean Baker. He made a movie called Starlet in like 2012. And he's actually made a lot of movies about sex work. Like Starlet is about a porn star who befriends an elderly woman. The Florida Project, you guys
Oh.
might have seen that. Like the
I
the
love
little
the
girl's
Florida
mother.
Project.
Yep.
Not
is
anymore.
a
Tangerine,
sex
which I
worker.
actually think is good.
Damn it.
Yep, and a better movie about trans issues than Amelia Perez by a long shot, and much more
yeah.
empathetic and real. And Red Rocket, I wasn't a huge fan of, but also
What about
involved
dog
sex work.
wieners?
Yeah, it's the name. It's not about dog wieners, Jeanette, but
Oh, man.
that is the name of it. It was actually the one he did before Anora. What's very complicated is that he's never voiced any of his own opinions. He's followed things and liked things that I personally find kind of pretty repugnant. But I don't know. It's a tough thing because you can't quote him on anything, So, but anyway, that's neither here nor there.
Maybe he's
I
someone
think-
like me that just likes things just to say, like, I spent my time watching this and it was fruitful to me to imbibe it. Like if I watch a video
Yeah.
about an injured animal or something, I'm not liking it because I like injured animals. I'm liking it because I spent the time to watch it and I utilized the information somewhere.
That's a stretch. That's a stretch.
I'm just saying.
All-
Reddit
all
Reddit
Sean
rules
Baker
Reddit
needs to
rules
do-
operate on that level.
All he needs to do is put retweets or non-endorsements, and he'll be fine.
Boom.
Yeah.
I do think that I think it's between him and Brady Corbett for The Brutalist. I guess it's pronounced Corbet, but I'm not calling him that.
No,
He's Brady
absolutely
Corbett.
not.
Brady Corbett, by the way, who made The Brutalist, which is this 3.5 hour long, like, very like artistic, intellectually stimulating film, is a child actor and was in the Thunderbirds movie that came out in the early 2000s. And he's like a
Oh.
blonde teenager in it. And he's like, Thunderbirds are go. And it's, that's a lot of fun. So, and he was also in the movie 13 with Evan Rachel Wood. He played her brother.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's an Anna classic.
An Anna classic. So he's been acting for a long time, and he's completely retired from acting, and now he just directs stuff. But and that is a very like that movie is made as a very kind of showy directorial project of like, look at the scale and the size of what I can make. The whole narrative around The Brutalist is that he made it for $10 million, which is like a kind of a pittance of a budget, but he like really stretched it to make it feel like this big epic thing. But I think that there's a lot of love for Nora, and I think it's probably going to be Sean Baker. So I'm not endorsing Sean Baker's views. It's like views, but I put me down for him winning the Oscar.
All right. Jeanette.
Okay.
I'm going with The Substance. If it wasn't going to get nominated for cinematography, I'm like, well, let's chalk it up to directorial choices then.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mais oui. There we go. Vive la France. And here we
Vive la
are.
France.
Best Picture. We've got Nora,
Dun, dun,
The
dun.
Brutalist, A Complete Unknown, The Conclave, Dune 2, Amelia Pajes, I'm Still Here, Nickel Boys, The Substance, and Wicked. I'm voting in Nora. I don't know why.
Really? Okay.
That's
Yeah.
interesting.
You're interesting. Who are you voting for, Alex?
I'm gonna vote for The Brutalist.
Okay.
Wow.
I think it's. I mean, I haven't seen it, but I just think there's so much.
It feels
going for
very
it.
Power of the Dog. No, I'm joking.
Well,
Feels
just
very powerful.
It is that artsy.
yeah,
Party,
artsy, long,
like-
got star power. It seems like it's got a lot of things going for it. I don't feel like it's a strategic vote for me. I feel like it's a movie that I will inevitably watch and I will inevitably really enjoy. So yeah, I feel comfy being like, let's make this Best Picture, folks. Let's do it.
Jeanette.
I'm going with well, I guess I wrote down something different, but I'm going to change my mind from what I wrote earlier. I don't know why I put that. I'm going with The Substance. I
What'd
really
you put?
I
Originally.
put Conclave, and I guess because of the BAFTAs, I thought maybe it had a chance. Who won SAG? Was it them?
Conclave won SAG. Best
Conclave won
Ensemble.
SAG. I think that's why I had done that earlier. But you know what? Screw it. I'm going with my heart on this. And honestly, I think it'll be The Brutalist. I think that's what'll end up getting it. But I'm putting The Substance just because I want it so bad.
Ben.
I love when people. What I love about the show is that because like I'm always like I'm just gonna vote like this is what they're gonna go for. But I love that there's an attitude on the show of like I love this thing and I want to put energy out into the world that I want to see it win because I believe in energy and I believe that there's like something there. And I think it's a beautiful thing when people are like I just love this and I want this to win. I am in terms of what I think they're actually going to go for. This is a tougher year to me. Like last year, it kind of to me felt like Oppenheimer was the lock. Like it was like it's going to probably be Oppenheimer. And even Everything Everywhere All at Once, I was like that feels really likely to me. This year, I'm not really sure what it is. Like it could kind of go a couple ways. So, Anora's had this momentum throughout the award season that it kind of like all of a sudden started winning all of these different guild awards and critics awards. And that has led me to think that it's probably going to be Anora. So I'm going to put my choice down for Anora. But I do think that what I heard on another podcast, and I'm fascinated by this. Whenever there's been a big upset for Best Picture, like Brokeback Mountain losing to Crash is a big example. Shakespeare in Love beating, I think, Saving Private Ryan.
That was a
and there
big year
one-
for a lot of movies. Yeah, that they
Yeah, there was another example, but it was like statistically, when that happens, it's when there's been a movie that's had a lot of momentum, and then something wins the SAG Ensemble Award, and that's what happened with Conclave. And I do think that Conclave is the kind of movie, like it could be that kind of like movie that people enjoyed and liked enough, and there's enough votes for it
movie. Yeah,
that it could just make its way to the top, right? So
It's
I think
also
that
a weighted
Conclave
ballot.
really also has like a pretty good shot. And so I wouldn't be shocked if I hear Conclave wins Best Picture, but I'm going to stick with my gut, and my gut is saying that this Academy is going to vote for Anora. So we'll see.
All right. Welcome to the Anora Club, Ben. Happy to
Thank
have
you.
Thank you. Lisa, are you joining us in the Anora Club?
Oh, I don't know. It's between Anora and The Substance for me. Like these two movies were like overall just so great in my opinion. And for like different reasons. I don't know. Vince, what should I do?
Don't go with the libertarian Twitter guy.
But it's not like it's a hit. Like who produced it? Like who produced the movie?
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, like let me look up.
I
yeah,
gotta
let's look
see
up-
that
Here.
production book. I need
Here,
to see
under
the Bible.
Nora,
Best-
we have Alex Coco, Samantha Kwan, and those
And
are these are the
Sean.
producers. And Sean.
Yeah.
Sean is a
Okay.
1/3 producer.
And with The Substance, Coralie is 1/3 with two men. So my God, I don't know.
And
I
French.
don't know.
I mean,
guys.
And
if
who's
it
to
makes
say
you
what their
feel
views
better,
are?
she's allegedly very rude and also a Zionist. So
Who?
Oh,
Hang on,
Anna's
like,
here to lift
half of
everyone's spirit.
Hollywood are Zionists. so
You're
Is this
ruining
Sean
it
Baker?
for me. Oh,
Let's
fuck.
see. Let's tally up all the Zionists in the Oscars. Let's see.
I know. We'll have a handful. My God. Okay. You know what? Okay. When I sit here and I think about the movie that just touched me so deep in my soul, I gotta go with Anora. Ah, damn. Yeah. Yeah, Anora.
Nora, it's done.
Okay, yeah. Oh God,
Hollywood's gonna let you
Ten,
down,
ten.
but sometimes movies
I
are
know.
good.
Yeah, sometimes movies are good.
Just remember, Lisa, the Cosby Show is still hilarious. It's
Aw, shut
unfortunate.
up.
It's unfortunate, but it's true.
I win.
That's
Matt, I think your
Hot
next series
takes.
should be a Woody Allen marathon, and you'll do a bunch. We'll cover a bunch of Woody Allen.
Let's do some
Oh
Roman
God,
Polanski
no.
too.
Oh
Let's
God.
Yeah, throw some Polanski in there, you know.
Put some
See the
Kevin
waters.
Spacey.
Some hard.
Yeah,
Oh my
Spacey.
God.
Yeah.
Stacey Munn?
Yeah,
Army Hammer.
yeah.
Yeah.
Canceled
Mel
one.
Gibson.
Yeah.
Mel.
All of them.
Mad Max month.
I'm here for
Yeah,
Lethal Weapon
man.
any day of the week. Let's go.
Yeah,
Oh my
What
God,
Women-
why
What
do
Women
people-
Want is still a good movie.
Oh yeah.
It's
What women want? Yeah. What is it? Helen Hunt.
Why do people gotta be awful and like just ruin things for
and really
others,
talented,
you know?
awful and really talented.
That's the
I
way.
hate it here. I hate it here, folks.
That's kind of.
Vince, what's your pick?
So I know I said best screenplays Anora, and I think the best director is Sean Baker, but I the category's best picture, and my best movie going experience for the 2025 circuit was The Substance.
Yay!
I'm going with The Substance. I think the script isn't as good as Anora, but it's elevated by incredible special effects and one of the best drop kicks I've ever seen in the third act of a film.
Where she goes flying
Yes.
across the
Oh, yes.
entire room.
Royd
Should win
Rage.
the
And at that
Oscar
moment-
for best drop kick.
And at that moment, Lisa turns to me and she's like, you know, she kind of looks like your dead grandmother. and
Especially
poor
right now, as she's
Demi
looking very dead.
Oh my God.
and
You know what?
she couldn't be more right. God rest her soul.
She was
Yeah,
she was a very nice lady to me, but it's probably because she was anticipating me carrying her great grandchild, which is not happening.
She went to the grave thinking that, so we did a good thing.
That's
Yeah.
all good. That's
died
all that
for it.
matters. Yeah. But she's definitely on the other side, like being like, oh my God, how dare my grandson and his girlfriend.
If any of my numerous cousins are watching this, I'm sorry.
Hi guys.
Anna,
Oh
what do you
yeah,
If I had a vote, it would be for Nickel Boys. But I have thought for a little while now that I could see it being Conclave. Just that kind of thing,
Mm.
like very similar to Spotlight's win, where I think there's a lot of movies that maybe get more attention, more hullabaloo, but ultimately it kind of is just a solid, like middle of the road drama that
Yep.
people just kind of go to at the end of it.
Yep.
So I'm saying Conclave.
Yep.
I must say, I'm fascinated by the amount. Like, I mean, I think that's an interesting point as well. And like, I think was it Ben who kind of raised it, or Jeanette?
I was
before?
originally going to pick Conclave because it had won another one, and
Oh,
it
yeah,
had
that's-
some other
yeah.
awards that I
Yeah.
really was surprised that it came from, because it didn't win anything else. It
Yeah.
just win like Best Picture. I'm like, what?
Yeah. So like, I think that like that, yeah, that's totally like an interesting phenomenon for these kinds of movies to kind of come up on top. And I think that was a phrase that maybe Ben used at one point. But no, I think also the Honora, like the Honora votes or whatever. Like, I mean, I really enjoyed Honora too, but like it's just, I don't know, I'm fascinated by this, the conception of Honora being like Best Picture amongst the other films in the category, and even outside of the categories. Like, it doesn't, it's an interesting thing to, anyway, maybe I'll sit alone in the corner of my room and contemplate that, you know. But anyway,
so many things to consider, so many things go into. It's not truly what's best; it's what's best for right now.
it's not the movie we deserve, but it's the one we need right now.
One that we need.
Yeah.
Exactly. Crash. Just bring back Crash.
Crash.
Wait a minute, you said Crash and Brokeback, like Crash with Keanu Reeves, or no, Speed? I'm confusing. I'm
No,
confusing
No,
Speed with
Crash
Crash.
was-
I was.
Crash
I
was like everybody
Fraser.
under the sun at the time. Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I saw it. Yeah.
Speed is a
Big
great
ensemble
movie.
Oh, I
movie
know.
about racism in LA.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I'm sure. Yeah.
And it was a
I'm sure-
surprise win. People weren't expecting it to win.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Green Book. I like Green Book though. I'm the only one who liked Green Book.
Green
Yeah. So from what I hear.
Yeah.
Anyway, there we go. We did it, everyone. Woo!
We did it.
Another year. Excited
Okay,
to see
see
who wins.
you,
Who won last
see you
year?
next
Can't
year.
remember.
Oh, who won?
Last year was freaking not
Oppenheimer.
Poor Things, but
No,
Oppenheimer.
but out
yeah.
of out of
No.
our
Who?
people,
I wasn't.
Oh,
was it
I
Lauren
think Anna won.
or Anna?
What's it?
Oh, Anna.
Oh.
Was it? I thought it was Ben.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah.
It was
Ben
one
will
of you
remember.
two.
One of you.
It was
One
one
of
of
you two.
you.
Which one
was
of
one
you
of you
received the
two.
free T-shirt?
Yeah, it's true. Oh, I don't think you told me what shirt you wanted.
I can't.
Oh,
That's what happened.
Well, if
Oh.
you put them together.
Well,
this
I
year,
already
you get
have a
an
T-shirt from
actual
2022.
statuette.
That's true. That's true.
I think it was
Anna.
Anna. I think it was you because you got a lot of the
Yeah.
like the documentary and the
shorts
shorts,
and the-
right?
yeah.
Yeah. We're all gonna go watch the
Maybe.
episode after this.
I think it was you.
I think
Yeah.
it was you.
And it's in the group chat somewhere. We'll find out.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Yeah, we
as
can
per
go through
usual,
our
whoever
archives.
wins, you get a shirt.
Get a shirt.
You get a shirt.
Yay.
Nice.
You get a shirt.
I'll get back to you.
Woo.
Now, hold on. Is this a shirt? Is it like a bespoke? Like you design it to, like
If
top to
if
bottom?
that's what the person wants,
Okay,
they'll
well,
do it.
okay, but is there like a predetermined design of like, if you want, I'll give you like the U1 shirt, like, you know, like with like a
You should
you
just do
know,
that instead.
Teacup for One logo, and like,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know, like,
well, no, the
congratulations.
Teacup for One movie club logo.
Yeah, exactly. You know,
Actually, that is not on a shirt yet. It only exists as pins.
Is a pin. Yeah.
Only a pin.
in fact, that'd be. Can you imagine? Like, that'd be an interesting.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm just imagining a future where like we each strive to win, so that we can each get a shirt of the.
That's
the Teacup for
fun.
One movie
We
We
club.
can all wear them together.
Yeah, well, only once we've all acquired them though. So like we
Yeah.
kind of have to, like, you know, it's going to be at least whatever, like 6 years.
This is how I start my cult.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're listening to Was I in a Cult? It's a
This was the start of a
podcast.
nation.
Not good, but it is. All right.
This is how we led a nation.
That's how we live. There we go, everyone. Happy Oscar season.
I'm
Maybe
so
all-
Okay.
excited.
Thank you. Thank you. It's been great.
Yes.
course.
Yeah. It's been a
Course.
while.
Right. It'll
Got
be a
some
good
time.
time. I'm excited to sit down, hopefully watch the Oscars. Don't know if I'll get them, but I'll figure something out and tally it all up. We'll
Maybe
see.
I'll just FaceTime you and keep my phone propped up.
Yes, my anyway, it's that time of the night. Tell everyone who you are, what you do, and anything fun and noteworthy you would like them to know. We will start with Lisa.
Hi, everyone. I'm Lisa. You can follow me on Instagram at Lisa_A_Alves. My last name is right there. I'm a theater person. I write things. I just shot my first short film this
Nice.
month, and I might be sharing that on social media soon. So stay posted and stay gay. Bye.
I'm Ben Gordon. It's always a shock because you never know when it's going to be you in the goodbyes. You can
Right.
follow me. You can follow me on Instagram and on Twitter at It's Ben Gordon. That's GORDON. I don't have anything too exciting going on right now, but I'd love to talk about movies with my friends here and with you. So if you have any thoughts about anything, hit me up and chat all about the Oscars. And I'm excited to see what wins. I'll see you next time.
Bye.
Yo, how's it going, everyone? I'm going. This is like a little intimate, isn't it? This is fun, guys. It's been 3 hours. Every year I look forward to this, and it is exhausting, but it is worth it. I feel like this year hasn't been a great year for movies, but I don't know. Some of them are great. 2024 had a lot of bangers, certified bangers. Anatomy of a Fall. I still think about that. It was a good year for movies. 2023, RRR, one of the best films of the decade. Anyway, so that's my thought. Follow me on Instagram or TikTok. It's Only Time Will Tell. You'll find me. Look up Only Time Will Tell Mothman or something. You'll find some of my shit. Adios. I love you all.
Hi, I'm Anna. You can find me on Instagram at Anna Swanson, just my name. You can find me watching the Oscars this Sunday, rooting for Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes in the one category it's nominated. And PSA, Domino's is doing 50% off all pizzas until Sunday. So Oscars dinner wrapped up right there.
Yes.
Yeah, that's all I got. That's it. Good night.
Hello. Yeah, so I have been supporting The Substance all week. Firstly, by burning my entire body in a sun tanning bed on Monday in my ever gone attempts to look younger, wearing lots of makeup tonight and putting on every skin ointment I could before this. So go The Substance. You can find me here. Hopefully again soon. I don't know what we're doing next month, but hopefully something. And Sunday I'll most likely be recording some reactions to the Oscars. I'm hoping something scandalous happens, whether that's good or bad, whatever, fun. And you can check me out on We Like Theme Parks podcast. Today was a new episode, and today is also Miriam Kenley's birthday.
Happy birthday, Miriam.
And we love you, Miriam. Yeah, so you should find me those places at Instagram, TinkerJ787. I'll see you. Bye.
I did some internet sleuthing, and the results are in. Yeah, I was totally mistaken about Deus Ex Machina. So
I knew it. Was I right? Was I close to it?
Yeah, well, I mean, I've only did like 5 minutes of
course.
investigation, right? So I haven't done an exhaustive search, but basically the conclusion I've reached is that etymologically, yeah, you're pretty much like as far as I could find, you're pretty much on the money in terms of like that original source of the Greek theater and literally some kind of machine or tool or instrument, a crane being used to bring a god, a deity character. And to whatever resolve the plot or whatever, hence god from the machine, the god was brought or out of the machine. Yeah, it's probably more correct.
It's like a Jack in the Box. It's like Medea's like, I'm gonna kill my kids, and then it's like, pop goes the weasel. No.
Yeah. So I think for me, what it was is that I just made an assumption, right, an erroneous assumption based on the literary device, right? So like I learned about the literary device, and I learned about the rhetorical device, and then I kind of just in my mind associated the term machination with machina, and I just assumed, okay, like the same way I matched like a plot or I forget the word I used earlier. Contrivance or whatever, a way to make the plan go according to plan, as it were, without justification built within inside the world. So anyway, thank you for pointing that error to bring that to my attention.
Thank you for looking it up, because you had me second guessing. I was
then that's a thing that I'm bad at. I do like when I try to be attentive to it, but like there are certain things that this is something that I would have learned like in terms of the Deus Ex Machina plot device. I would have learned like relatively early in high school. And so it's been with me so long. Like I'm an old man now. It's been with me so long that like I have so much embedded into it that like, but admittedly, I don't have the so I spoke from a place not of definitive knowledge, but from a place of like certainty in my own experience of like, well, no, like I know what this means, and it clearly there's this relationship. So aesthetically speaking, machina, machination, whatever. So I was so certain, but that's the thing I'm bad at. I have this thing where like I will speak with certainty on these subjects that I don't actually know, and it's it serves me well. People usually listen, but I'm always thankful when I'm contradicted, because I value. In principle, even though compulsively I might act in contradiction to the truth, intellectually speaking, I do value it. So
yeah. All right, well, there it is. Good chat. Yeah. All right, well.
Oh, Anna said a funny, what was it? She said I forget. There was a movie title where she had put the emphasis on the first word. It was an English title. It was like No Man's Land. No, it was like, no. Imagine if it was No Man's Land and she would have said like No Man's Land. That's not what she did.
You're not thinking of when I was reading the Best Picture nominees, consciously doing that, where I was like The Brutalist.
No. I'm thinking of Anna. I remember she said something, and I wanted to bring it up, but then I forgot. I just think it's funny. It's not important. It's just a funny way she said a thing, and I was curious if she did it intentionally or if it just kind of came out that way. But it was an English title, and it was like the first word. I think the first word was no, and it wasn't in Best Picture category. It was like earlier in the show.
Well, we'll never know.
That's true.
Granted, you could probably ask her when you go off the air.
You could probably ask her now.
We probably could, but I'm hovering over.
Yeah, she doesn't exist right now. She's Schrodinger's Anna.
Once you go, Alex, once you go into the
that's what I'm saying. You don't
come back.
Exactly.
You don't come back the same.
No, you don't come back.
No, you don't come back.
Yeah.
It's over.
You might come back, but it's not you.
But it's not you. But it's not you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's body snatcher you.
Exactly. No, it's substance.
Tonehead you.
Yeah.
You. It's a better version.
Like, because then you're it's me, guys.
It's me. Whoa. And
glad
squid.
we did that at the same time.
And we're so happy. We found
face crawl. Let your little face crawl to the star.
Yeah. And then we're so happy because the sun or the whatever it is, some kind of something's happening. And we're so happy.
Sweep me away.
So happy.
Pop me away.
And then slurp ASMR.
I can, even though they're not on screen, I can see everyone's reactions in the waiting room. It's really funny. Okay. How do you end this?